All right. Wow. Nice. Nice. Super cool. Oh. What, for me? No, it's not for me. All of that applause is for the guy that you've come here to see. Welcome to Penguin Live, where we bring you the absolute best magic in the entire world directly to you, wherever you happen to be. I'm your host, Dan Harlan. Thank you so much for supporting Live Magic. And we have one of the top guys in the entire world who does sophisticated sorcery, creating magic with everyday objects, performing miracles with his bare hands. Now, you know that this guy has extraordinary sleight of hand skill. He is an artist. He uses a particular technique. Now, I don't imagine that there's anybody who doesn't know about him or hasn't seen him, but just in case you've never seen him perform, I'm not going to tip to you what's at work, because the first time I saw him perform, I had no idea how he was doing any of the things that he was doing. They just happen. Just miracles happen. Now, you might have seen him on TV, on Celebricadabra, or on the Masters of Illusion show, or you might have seen him on one of the international shows that he's been on. Now, as a matter of fact, he has won so many international awards, and I'm only going to mention a couple of them. For example, he won the Golden Mandrake Award from France. It's their most prestigious award of all. And he won the most original magic act at FISM, and he is the most original guy. Yeah, is it right? Yeah, I'm just making sure I got it right, because you don't want to get on his wrong side. No, he's the nicest guy in the world too. Now, just in case you haven't had a chance to see him, I figured we'd all take just a couple of minutes and watch a performance of his from the Cabaret du Monde. So let's take a look at that right now, shall we?
Vous allez voir la classe.
right. Yeah, now.
This is better.
Now, that's just a few things in just a very short video that he has perfected over years and years of performing his act. He's performed that act, or one very, very close to that act, many different places around the world, and a lot of time at the Crazy Horse in Paris, which is a great venue to see magic and other things. And it's an awesome place to go. So he's also going to come out here live in just a second. But you know, some of that stuff that you saw there, it's just so amazing that you don't believe that it's even possible to do. Well, he was going to explain that. He's still going to explain a lot of different things, but he was going to explain it using a clear jacket. And I had said that, in the promo to this. Unfortunately, the clear jacket never arrived. It was shipped here, but it never arrived. But a lot of other things did. Can we take a look at some of the other stuff that he's brought along with him? I don't know if there's a way to get... Yeah, there you go. Just a quick sweep over, and then there's this and all that stuff, and there's a bunch of... Look at everything that he's going to be showing you here, and that all the way over to the side. We have everything that he needs to do an amazing jam session on really incredible magic. So he's going to come out and live perform, some more stuff for us. And then we're going to get into the real stuff that we came here for, learning exactly how to do it. So please join me in welcoming the world-renowned master magician, Rocco!
Thank you, Dan. I don't. Before you go, I got a little something for you. All right. My name's Rocco. Any questions? I appreciate you helping me. This is a little something for you for helping me, all right? Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. So, any questions? All the props that were used in that 7-minute routine are right here. I'm going to set it all up now in front of you, and walk through everything to cover misdirection, pocket management, and how to load your pockets in your sleeve without people knowing. Now, it's written in the book of Buddha, 400 years BC. It says, delusionment and enlightenment originate from the mind, just as different things appear from the sleeve of a magician. So what that means is the positive thoughts that we put in our mind, they come through in our everyday actions. But you have to put them there first. Just as different things appear from the sleeve of a magician. So you have to put them there first before they appear. So I'm going to show you different methods that I have to load my pockets. Okay? Now back then, in those days, the sleeves were this big. And that's how they used to carry their food. Because when the wise men came from India to bring gifts to the newborn magic man, they brought frankincense, gold, and myrrh. And they used their sleeves as pockets to carry their stuffs in. Back then, their sleeves was like this. We're working with regular sleeves. Do you want to talk about sleeving now?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I have a question right off the top, okay? Because you're working with regular sleeves. You don't modify your sleeves in any way, right?
Yeah.
What's your shirt like underneath? Do you wear a short sleeve shirt or do you roll up your cuffs? Short sleeve, yep, okay.
Short sleeve, of course. No bracelets, no nothing.
Yep.
We can cover all the sleeving later.
Yep, sure.
But now, would you like me to set this up in front of you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes? Yeah. And then I'll walk it through. Now, I brought every prop that I own for this lecture. And everything's right here. I hope we can get to some of it. I don't think we're going to cover all of it. But I got a lot of magic here. I know it looks like rubbish, but it comes to life somehow. Okay, so later, if you want, we have time, you can go in there and just point to a section, and then I'll improvise a little routine with what you got. All right?
Yeah, yeah.
Could we do that?
Yeah, sweet.
So here's a paper cup. Here's some peanuts. The peanuts, I always put a rubber band around them so that there's 4. This is a cup. We're going to put some slush powder in the cup. You know what slush powder is? Slush powder in the cup. This is a little squeeze ball. You see it? It squeezes. Dan, can you fill that with water for me, please?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to have to cross over here, but I can do it.
This is a money mouth coil, right? Here's a bill. Here's a Snickers bar. Here's a pack of juicy fruit. And here's a pack of green gum. Now, the problem, what happens in America, they make the gum like this now. They no longer make them with the sleeve around them. Anybody notice that? I guess to save money, so I have to have my gum shipped to me from China. Because this is how they're doing it nowadays, I guess.
Here's your sample,
money.
sir.
Thank you. My sample. So how long are we going to do this for? A couple hours?
As long as you want.
Because
Yeah, a couple
I got
hours.
a lot of stuff here. You have any questions in mind? So there's people out there watching too?
There are, and they've got questions already.
Well, I
I'm going to
hope
ask
to
you
have
some.
a couple questions, because right now I want to follow my format so I don't get confused.
No,
So can I load up my pockets, all
Yeah,
right?
let's just do it.
I gave you a razor, right?
It's,
Because you had a beard. So we're going to put the razor right here in my pocket here with a piece of flash paper. All right? That's the razor. I gave you a lipstick, didn't I? Can I borrow it back? I'll give it to you later. This we're going to put in this pocket over here.
Now, Rocco,
Yes.
that's obviously, it's like a plastic lipstick. It's not a real one. Where do you get obtain something like that?
This
Where did you get
is
it?
a pen.
It's a pen. There you go. Okay. Neat.
Where else does everything come from?
It's cool.
China.
All right.
If it doesn't work, it's because it came from China. Here's a lollipop with a little string I attached to it. That's my little gift. That goes in the back pocket like this. The lipstick with a piece of paper we're going to put over here. The way I produced the glass out of my pocket, would you like to see that?
Yeah.
Okay, this is one of the items Penguin's going to be carrying. You fill this with liquid. You put this cover on top. And then you wrap a rubber band around it like this. And like this. You've never seen this before? All right, this is very cool because I like going in my pocket once in a while. Just as a little Zen says it's the space between the notes that makes the music. Because if you had one continual note, it would just be noise. So just doing trick, 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 trick becomes a little monotonous. So this was my little break between the music that makes the notes, because when I was done doing a trick, this hangs in your pocket, filled with liquid. Just got to press the top button. That releases it, and you can come out with a full glass of wine. This is the apparatus I use. I keep that in my pocket here. Do I need to put that in now for you?
No, I don't. Yeah.
No.
Makes sense.
How about we do a different version of a glass production?
Yeah.
This is my system. These little covers here, you can't find them no more. I bought them from Tannins for 20 bucks a piece years ago. Do you know what they are? Do I need to explain it? It's the best. If anybody knows where you can find these, let me know, because it's a way to cover a glass with liquid. Here's what it looks like. And it goes on your cover. And I don't have many of these, so what I use instead now is a balloon and just put a rubber band around it. This is the clip.
What is that called?
A glass with a balloon on it. What do you mean?
Those covers were specially produced, and I don't think they're making them anymore.
Yeah, they're
so,
not making them
yeah.
anymore, no doubt. So I got just a few. This is a little kit that Penguin's going to be carrying. I use it all the time. This fits right over here. I guess we'll have this, see, here, and your glass right here. Okay? That's in the back, like this, so that if you want to produce a glass of wine, you can take your tie off, make your steel, come over, take off the cover, and you can produce a glass of wine. This is my way of producing a glass of wine with this little cover. The Penguin's going to cap. Can anybody want a glass of water? No. Okay. We barely even got started here. We got so much to do, I'm getting overwhelmed. Should we take a break? How many hours do we have? I'm serious.
No,
No?
we just keep going.
All right.
We work you to death here.
All right, here you go. Here's a pack of peanuts. Here's a pack of peanuts. Here's a roll of bills. We're going to roll them up. I love these little rubber bands. The rubber bands you use to put on your hair. I tie everything together if I have to produce multiple things that don't, like this, for example. Okay? That's my roll of bills. We'll put them in this pocket. I have a lighter right here. These are the load of gum. Put that in the left pocket. This is the little squeeze ball. And this is a little slush powder. Here's a little bit of water. Okay, and this is the money coil. This goes in the back here. I gave you a dog bone. I didn't give you nothing? I feel bad about that. You want something? Well, stick around. We'll get something for you. What's your name?
Anthony.
Anthony, thanks for coming. Thanks for all of you coming here. And thanks for everybody who's watching. Ask me some questions, because really I got about a 10-hour lecture here, and I don't think we're going to cover that much. But hopefully we can cover some of the items that you want to see.
Now, one question while you're loading up there is,
Go ahead.
have you added any pockets to anything?
Yeah,
Have you had anything
totally,
modified?
totally.
Yeah, you're going to talk a little bit about
I work
extra
with
pockets?
a Giorgio Armani suit all the time. But when I lecture, since my jacket goes through so much tear, I went to China, and for 1/10 of the price, I had these suits made. These suits here, I have a pocket here, a pocket here, a pocket here, a pocket here. There's a pocket here, I have a pocket here, 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 here. You got two here. I got two in the back, one here and one here. I got two pockets here. Inside the two pockets here, there's two more little pockets in here.
Wow.
So count them up. There's a lot of pockets.
Well, that's
Pocket
that's a lot, because you got 4 on each side inside.
Four on each
You
side.
got 4 on the outside, just on the jacket, plus the one up there. That's 13 pockets in a jacket.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that's good for 20 minutes. That's good for 20 minutes. So right now I'm not using all my pockets because I'm only doing 7 minutes. This starts off in the sleeve. Okay, load it up. These 2 packs of gum. They're probably U.S. gum, so you're not going to see the pretty wrapping on it. Okay, in your pocket. And where's that line? Give me that line. Okay, just throw it. And the line will keep in the right pocket. So now with the clear jacket, what I was going to be able to show you, how I was able to steal them out of my pockets and load them in my sleeves, and you can see them in my sleeves, and you can see the timing when they come down. So now I'm just going to walk through this. Then I think I'm going to show you some of the items that we're going to be carrying that you like to buy. I'd like to give them all to you for free, but I'm not allowed to. Okay? I'd give it all for free, but obviously I'm not allowed to. So what do we do in the beginning? Here you go, here you go, here you go. These are loaded in the right sleeve, 4 peanuts together. So now the music starts, and I take the peanuts, and I'm going to share with everyone. I want to share peanuts. I want people tasting them. And normally when I do this in China, the parents have to hold the kids back because you got 50 people coming after me wanting a magic peanut. Because this apparently is a magic peanut. It's coming from my hands, right? Okay. So you can have a peanut. Take a peanut. Take one. All peanuts, okay? You had one before, you can take one, okay? Throw them like this. Get rid of this. Show them in the right hand just to show that my hand's empty. As soon as they go into the left hand, that's my modus operandi now. I'm doing this because I want you to see them. But now I'm not looking at them over there. All my feet and my shoulders facing you to get their attention. As soon as you drop it here, the arm drops to the side and you've stolen your peanuts. Put the peanuts in the hand like this. And I don't know about you, but to me it's pretty magical to put the peanuts back into a shell. Mm-hmm. Right? So we toss them up. We do it 4 times. Throw them up, catch it, throw it up, and catch it. 4 peanuts. Okay, now we give one away. Give one away. Now we're going to crack a couple. Right? Why not? Why not? It makes like a little bit of confetti. As you put them in the right hand, same thing you repeat. Left hand drops to the side, steals the Snickers. Put the hands together, and out of the peanuts comes the Snickers. For some reason, whenever this happens, it always gets some type of laughter. Why does it get a laughter? Because of the mind associating the peanuts with the Snickers, it gets a snicker. It does get a snicker, yes. Okay? You guys understand that everywhere we're doing? Do you have any questions? Okay? So I usually give it away. Now I think I took a break, reached in my pocket, took out a glass of water, right? Okay. Now if I see somebody with a beard, or if I see someone who's bald, I'm prepared to produce a comb or a razor. So I saw you with a beard. I reached in my pocket, took out the razor. Like this, take out the razor, put the paper in the hand. As they're watching the paper, just sleeve the razor as you pass the paper from hand to hand. The big motion covers the little motion. The little motion is this, putting it here. Now the big motion is this. Both hands crossing together, that's when the object gets sleeved. This is the little motion. This is the big motion. This is a theory I learned from Slidini. You'll see when he does his lapping, he uses it all the time. Paper goes here, right hand goes down to the side, show the paper. Here, have some guy touch his beard, drop the hand down to the side, light the paper, and you've produced a razor. Okay? Because the guy needed a razor. Boom. I have now in my hand.
One thing you didn't mention when you were doing the setup that I think is just something to point out here is you have a lighter attached to a reel.
Yeah, all the time. All the time.
Show that, because that's really handy to have.
Well, when I went to get my jackets made, I had them put a little bit of Velcro here, attached to all my suits, with a little bit of Velcro here. So this one now, whenever I need a light, match poles are useless. So now, whenever I need a light, it's right here. I don't even have to put it away. It goes by itself. Because if I had something in my sleeves and I had to go put it in my pockets, I would drop what was in my sleeves. So for me, this is a real practical way to light something and then just get rid of it because I need my hands empty.
Yeah.
Good question.
Very nice. Yeah.
I think Penguin's going to have one of these. What do you think?
I hope so.
You love it?
Yeah, it's a good thing.
I'm going to get one for you at the end of the lecture.
Cool.
Right.
Thanks.
Where was I? Snickers?
No. He did.
We finished the Snickers.
Then he did that.
And it's all custom depending on who I see in the audience. If there's a girl, if there's a guy, if there's a kid. So now I saw you, and you know, you are very pretty. What is your name? What is your name?
Joy.
Joy. Oh, I hate that name. Really? No, that's my girlfriend's name. My wife hates the name even more. Joy, but it is a sweet name. Would you like me to show you what it reminds me of? Joy, you sure? Okay, Joy, look. That's an almond joy bar for you. So now I reached in my pocket, I palmed out the lipstick, came out the piece of flash paper. As you're watching a piece of flash paper, the lipstick's right here, ready to get pushed in my sleeve. You'll notice that I have 5 fingers. One of them is longer than the other one. This one. What's so funny about that? This is the longest sleeve finger I have. This is the one that's going to come closer to the inside of my jacket that does most of the sleeving because it's the longer one. So now when I pass the paper here, the middle finger just throws it in the sleeve. I have her leave an impression of her lips. All time hands are empty. See how I'm facing you? My modus operandi now is to go and pay attention to that part of the audience, and that's when my hand drops to the side as I show the paper and I steal whatever's in my left sleeve. And this is a little gift for you because it's a lipstick and a pen, so you can think of me when you write some, all right? As they're applauding there, both hands go in my pocket, and I palm out the big load of gum that's in my left hand, and I come out with one here. I'm showing you this, so this hand's free. As I go put it in my left hand, that's when I sleeve the big pack. I took 2 packs out. I only put 1 pack here, and now I sleeve the other pack in my right sleeve. So now I'm loaded with my left sleeve and my right sleeve. Open up here, take the gum out, put one in my mouth, give them away, take the last one, show the hand's empty, drop the hand down to the side, and then just do a switch. The switch is taking this one with the finger and the thumb and leaving the other one behind, and you switched.
And then you switch. Switch again. Okay.
Switch, and then we're going to sleeve. So it'll be like this. Show it here. Drop the hand down. Switch it. Show it. Sleeve the one that you just got. And now you show that they've changed from here to here. Okay?
Yeah.
Drop the piece of gum down. Put one in your mouth. Drop one. Go down, step on it. Drop the right hand down to sleeve it. Come up and produce it again. This is just an excuse now to put it in my pocket and take out the big line. Just as I'm about to sleeve the big line, I take the gum out and drop it to the ground. That creates my misdirection. So now I've sleeved my right sleeve with the lime. Pass out a few more pieces of gum, and notice someone in the back doesn't have them, or some kids want some gum. What would I do if I was a real magic man? Did you ever hear about the story where they took the 2 loaves, it wasn't enough to feed the 5,000 people, he broke it in half and fed the masses? You ever hear that story?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do that. So we take the 2 pieces together, make a little magic, drop the hand down to the side, steal all the pieces, put them together, and now just do a production of gum to give to everybody. And normally I got people running up to me, grabbing them out of my hands because they think this is magic gum. Okay? Magic gum. Take one of the piece out here. You don't need it. Light it with the piece of flash paper. As you're watching that burn, my right hand comes to the side, steals the lime, put the fire out, and turn it into the lime, break it in half, sure it's real, and the lime. Any questions? All right. Yeah.
The question for those of you at home is whether the lime is pre-cut.
Yeah, you go. Good question. Yeah. Who asked that question and where is he from?
Jacob asked that question. He's from right over there, but they can't hear him because he doesn't have a microphone on.
Jacob? Thanks, Jacob. That's a good question. Oh, you just asked me the question now. All right. Okay, so now what happens? What happened now? Okay, I got this little squeeze ball full of water going like this. And I do this just for the comic relief. No, we didn't do that. We're going to do the bills. We want to see the bills, right? Mm-hmm. The bill. So I reach in my pocket to take out the mouth coil and take out a bill. Put the mouth coil in the right hand. As you're watching the bill, the coil just gets sleeved in the right sleeve. So now my hands are empty. break a little piece like this. You hold it, roll it into a little ball. Now this is showing you pocket management and the timing of sleeving, how to create an act so it flows. Here's a piece of paper. It's $1. Drop your hand down to the side. Put it here on top, and then just switch it for this one. As your hand comes down to the side, just throw that back into the sleeve so you're clean. Do your thing. This is a mouth coil, right? I know you've seen them, but you'd be surprised around the world. People grab at this paper and take it home as if it was $1 million. Every little paper that gets used. Here, show the paper like that. Now I'm kind of doing phoenix ashes without burning myself. I'm going to light it, and when I put the lighter away, I'm going to steal the bills. As you're watching that, throw the bills in my hand, let that burn, throw it in the hand, and now you've restored the bill with one piece missing. Okay? Piece is missing. As they're watching the bill, drop your hand to the side. There's all the pieces. Roll that elastic off, and then just start producing money. And you'd be surprised how many people run out of their chairs to grab every dollar that's in my hand because they think it's real. And it keeps multiplying and multiplying, all right? Then I ask you to come up. We're bringing this to a close. You come up here, let's do it. Let's do it. There's slush powder in here, a little bit of water. There's the squeeze ball with the water. I just load that in my sleeve, put that on top of your head. Vanish the water, vanish everything. As they're watching, drop your hand down to the side. And I used to do it out of the ears. And then some producer in China says, can you do it by his pee-pee? You'd be funnier. I says, all right. So then I started doing this. And it gets a laugh. When you're done, take the ball, just throw it back in your sleeve so that you're clean. Reach in your pocket, get rid of it. Come out with a lollipop. There's a lollipop. It's got a little string. Take the string away. Take the lollipop and just throw it in your sleeve, constantly loading your sleeve. Show that there's nothing in your hands. As they're watching this, drop your hand to the side, sleeve, retrieve the lollipop, light this like this, and you got yourself a lollipop, and you got yourself a gift. That's all of that. Yeah. Any questions? What do you want to see now?
I just want to apologize. Just want to make a quick apology because I didn't know you wanted that little squeeze bulb filled up with water. So I'm sorry to everybody here in the studio. I went a little bit more authentic.
Damn.
No, we have lots of questions. So one of the things before we go any further,
go ahead, because we could spend 5 hours just on
me.
this. Go ahead.
How to sleeve properly. Will you do that?
Right
so
now.
that if I can learn it, anybody can learn it. Give me any object. What should we start out with? What should I start out sleeving? You know, I've got my jacket on, my sleeves are up.
To sleeve
what can I sleeve?
Is a marker.
All right. So do you have another one so I can follow along with you? You got two of them? All right.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Is that what you want to see?
I think so. Don't we all want to learn the proper way to do this? Right? Yeah. You think so? Yeah. I think if I go through the steps, then you know we'll probably understand what it is. You know how the best way to do it is.
And really, it's a lot easier than
because I've done limited sleeving, but nothing like.
We're going to make it real simple.
Okay.
Real simple. I had a couple shirts over here. Can you tell a joke, Dan?
I can. Yeah. So a juggler was condemned to hell, which is the fate of all jugglers, and as he is being led to be thrown into the fiery pit, by the Prince of Darkness, he passes by a room where there's a magician inside performing card tricks surrounded by beautiful women. And the juggler says, hey, what gives? I'm going to be thrown into a fiery pit. This guy gets to sit here performing card tricks for beautiful women. Mm-hmm. The devil says, who are you to decide the fate of those women? All right.
That's a funny one. All right. Here's what me and Dan are going to do right now.
Okay.
We're going to take a marker. We're going to take the cap off like this, and we're going to vanish both, the cap and the marker.
I got that part.
Then we're going to reach like this, and we're going to...
I don't have a cigar.
A cigar.
I don't have a cigar.
It don't matter.
All I've got is a...
We're going to find you something.
I don't know what he's doing.
It doesn't have to be a cigar, Dan. But here, let's put the cigar in there.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
Okay.
So my cigar is going to start where?
Here, in the sleeve.
It's going to start in the left sleeve.
Now, see, if you...
That's actually, that's all right. That's actually.
Let me show you something.
Pretty.
Let me show you something. If you raise your arm up like this,
Yeah.
do you see how my jacket
The jet
is
goes
rising
back.
up?
Yeah, and it goes back.
That's
on the
too far of a distance
It is.
to sleeve.
It is.
There's a way to isolate your shoulders. So now you're not moving. Look, I'm lifting. I'm lifting so this way
That's a good
there's
technique.
no movement. There's no movement.
If you keep your arm too straight,
If you
it pulls
keep
back.
it straight, look, what's
If
going to
you lift
happen?
the elbow,
it's going to take
it's
your
isolated.
distance away.
I just did it. Look at what I just did.
So now look,
have a
if you
cigar.
do it right, look, you can put your whole hand in here.
That's
Your
right.
whole hand will fit.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
So
when,
it's
when you're moving up, make sure. See how you're
keep
coming
it at
up?
the elbow, and it's
You're good. The
sweet. I'm watching myself in the monitor in case people think
Now,
that I'm.
you see over here
that's
how
neat.
it's skinny over here?
Yeah.
If I come up on
Right.
my jacket like this, you see how it drapes over the skinny part of the jacket?
Yes.
It's going to create a small opening.
Yes.
But because you're thicker and wider
this
over
way.
here, if you come up with the arm
That's a
this
good
way,
touch, too.
you're giving yourself a bigger,
Yeah.
bigger
This way
opening.
the opening's small. That way the opening's large. Yeah.
All right, so now let's put
Sure.
the pipe and cigar in
Okay.
your left sleeve.
I got it there.
It could be any object you want.
Right.
Okay, so
Yep.
now when we take the cap off,
Yeah.
that's going to be our misdirection. We never take the
You don't
cap
really
off.
take the cap off. I got that.
But now when you
That
take
part I
when
got.
you take the cap off, drop your hand down to the side to rest.
Right.
Watch what happens. See the cigar? See the lighter?
yep,
It's going to be hard to get in there. But
Yep.
once you drop your arm to the side, look, it already goes in there 3/4 of the way. It's in
yeah,
there.
it's in there
It's
already.
sleeved itself.
And then you're putting your middle finger on the tip of it, right?
Middle finger.
Yeah.
And then just
Just about
put
at
it
the elbow
in.
and done.
Right.
Oh, that's great.
Okay. So now let's do it from the beginning. Here's
Yeah,
the lighter.
sure. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Pretend to take the cap off. Watch it. Drop
Yep.
your hand to the side.
Right.
Come over, and now you're sleeving both objects. Gone.
Gone.
Reach over here and come out, and now produce.
And you're reaching over there without dropping your hand. This
Right.
one gets it, and then boom, there it is.
But you notice, if you drop your arm down, what's going to happen?
It's going to fall, but I can catch it. I caught it.
But mine didn't fall.
What?
You see?
What's going on?
Because I invented this thing called the magnet.
I don't have a magnet.
Well, I got one here. See? It's underneath my arm.
That's cool.
And I put a little magnet over here. So now, when you want to sleeve a pen, it's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. It ain't gonna fall
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
And I can sleeve a lot of different objects.
Yeah.
That I can borrow from
That are
people now.
that are ferrous, attracted to a magnet, and they will, a ferrous metal.
ferret. I got a
That's-
bunch of
that's what
ferrets.
it is. Not a ferret.
Ferret.
Ferrous.
I know what you're saying. Okay, so you're using the fact that you're taking off the cap
Yeah.
as your misdirection. See? Everybody's watching there. The arm comes to the side. Throw it in the sleeve, and now you've
it's already
actually
halfway
vanished-
there.
Halfway there.
That's great.
This is the easiest thing to vanish.
It is cool. It's very
you
cool.
want to tell another joke?
I don't have another joke. That's the only joke I know. the other ones I can't. Yeah. So what you got to? No, the pen. Okay. So the pen's never uncapped. So let me see if I can go over it. So I've got the cigar here. So you act like you're uncapping the pen, but you don't want to do it that obviously. You just kind of turn it back. Boom, and it's never uncapped. So there's no cap.
No cap.
Which is
But
kind of
that's
cool.
your misdirection.
So that's your misdirection because you're looking where the cap is,
Right.
and you're down here, and you're sleeving that and bringing it up as
Right.
though both things are still there. Then both things vanish.
vanish and both
So it's
things
still
at
together.
once.
Still together. Then when you reach over here, then you're retrieving the cigar, and then when you bring your hands up, then you make the cigar appear.
Exactly. Or
And if you
whatever
have a
else.
magnet, then you can drop your hands. But I don't have a magnet, so you keep your hands up.
Whatever else you want to
know?
make up here.
Yeah.
Walk off the stage like
You're smoking a cigar, so you just keep it in that hand. That would be my solution. Now I don't have to drop this hand because
So now, remember,
I've got a
mine's
cigar.
magnetic,
Yeah.
so it doesn't go away. So here's what else
Yeah.
you can do. You take your lighter, take your thing, here, vanish it, it's gone.
Right.
Reach over there, and now you can produce a fan of cards.
Yeah.
Fan of cards. You can take the cards, put them in your hand like this, and now you can vanish the cards. They stick to the magnet.
Yeah, I saw why, because I'm up close here, but they don't know why the cards are sticking up. That's
Okay.
smart. This is a smart thing. I'm going to let you show them. I'm going to go over here.
too. What I did was took one card and put a magnet on it with a bunch of loose cards with another card with a magnet on it. So now this becomes one sandwich. It's easy to take from your pocket, load in your sleeves, and anytime you want, it's easy to produce a fan. You can separate them, they're loose. When you put them together, the magnets becomes one piece. And then when you want to vanish your cards and you sleeve them, you're completely gone because they stick to the ultimate sleeving device. That's with a marker.
Yeah, that's very cool. That's very cool. Yeah, yeah.
I guess.
Can you tell us a little bit about production of the butterfly?
So we have a question. We have a question here. I'm going to repeat it. Can you tell us a little bit about the butterfly production?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. They live 2 weeks. So when you order them, they cost about $12 a piece. Do you know how to palm a coin? Okay. Here's the butterfly. These are the wings. You palm it with the wings like this. That's all.
Yeah. So they're straight up out of the back.
And if you're holding a
together.
rose, you won't see the butterfly. And then they sell this stuff that you put in your mouth, nicotine, little snuff, little things. You ever see those pouches? They come in little tins, little tins. Well, those snuff. Yeah, it's a little tin. That little tin holds about 7 butterflies. Put a little hole in it. It's easy to open and close. And I would keep that up my sleeve. And when it's time to take a bunch of rose petals, drop that down, open up your tin, let all the butterflies fly, reclose the tin, and then just re-sleeve it. Simple as that. Just look at it as any other production. Just because they're alive doesn't make any difference. Okay, so I think we were going to do this here.
Yeah.
This is an item that I learned from Slidini. I was a student of Slidini. I went to visit him when he was 88 years old in a nursing home, and he was really on his way dying. He died 2 weeks later. And he said to me, "You're going to the Magic Castle. Can you perform one of my tricks for the people there so they don't forget about me?" So I've been performing since then, Slidini's newspaper tear, the Slidini silks, and now because Las Vegas Magic and Las Vegas has made these pins available for jumbo size. And if you go to Las Vegas Magic and you mention my name, he gives you 75% off at anything you want. What are you yelling for? 5% off anything you want. But if you mention you're a friend of Chris Angel, you get 75% off. All right? Here's the mystery of the pins. Would you like to see it?
Yes.
You're going to know when the trick is over because the pins are going to disappear from my hands. What camera should I work with? I want them to see this. If I put the pins like this, they're not inside, right? No. If I put the pins like this, they're not inside. To put the pins, I have to open them up, not go through the middle, but go through the outside, right? And if I hook it, now they're inside.
Is that your phone, Rocco? Is somebody calling you right now?
Yeah, it's the guy. It's the guy that I just told him.
That's 75% off.
Yeah,
huh?
I told him 75% off, but don't yell. It was a mistake. It's 5%. I told him, okay, take it easy, take it easy. It was a joke. I'm going to do this from the beginning, all right? Okay? Listen, what time do you have to leave?
Tomorrow.
I'm not boring you, am I? All right. Look, if I put the pins inside like this, I told him, would you tell him I was only kidding? That it's going to be 5%, if not 75. He's freaking out. That's Las Vegas. And I want to say hello to Tony Hassini from International Magic Society. I'm going to show you a lot of tricks that I did. Anything here you find interesting you want me to show you?
The 8-ball.
Okay. Oh, it's a good trick. That's because I play a lot of pool, and people when I'm playing pool come up to me and say, hey, do some magic. We'll do the 8-ball trick, okay? Is that the one you want to pick? Anybody else? Keep your eye on some stuff here, some good stuff underneath here. You pick it, and we'll do it. We're doing the pins now. Then we're going to do something with roses. Is that okay? What if I do the pins? Then I'm going to show you some rose moves. Then I'll show you Slidini's newspaper tear and some card production.
Yeah.
Okay? I invented a new deck of cards that allows anyone to palm cards instantaneously if you want to do the Tenkai palm. Listen, I'm veering off now. Is that all right? Mm-hmm. It don't matter. We're no script, okay? I want you to see the difference of these cards. They'll be available at the end of the year, and then I'm going to show you the Tenkai Palm if we get the cards. You take one card. See what's going on there? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on to these cards? I've revolutionized the card manipulation.
Before you're out
and
of
you
it.
explain to them what's going on. If you can't palm,
That's pretty cool.
you will be palming with this deck of cards.
Wow.
This deck of cards has little edges at the ends.
Yeah.
So the cards just stick into your Tenkai palm, and it makes it very easy to learn. Because the palm is when they do the Tenkai palm, the cards slip. You want to do back palming, it is a piece of cake because the cards now just grip into your hand.
Yes, they do.
For back palming. So these will be available at the end of the month. If you want later, I'll show you a little card manipulation.
That's
But I
great.
want to share with you my newest innovation on the Saber deck, which allows you to palm and manipulate cards at will. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
We didn't get to that subject yet, because I'm going to show you a new move that I developed with the Tenkai Palm, and this makes it a lot easier for anybody to do any card manipulation with this system. If you don't agree, raise your hand. Nobody's got their hands up. All right. So later we'll do a little of this later. We didn't do the pins yet. This is going to take a long time, this lecture. Do you have any questions? Because I'm doing this stuff for you. I've seen it before. So if you want to stop me, in the middle of anything, you can. All right. And I got some friends from Bangkok, Thailand. What was your question? He wanted to know how to produce a coin. We're going to do that 20 different variations. What time do we have to leave here? Can you give me an idea? Because we didn't even get started yet.
We basically own the place, so we can go on forever.
All right.
So seriously, what time's your flight?
Yeah.
We got to
Okay.
leave about 2 hours before your flight.
Okay, so let's do the linking pins. What do you want to see? What would you like me to explain? Later in the lecture as we continue. Pins. We're going to do the pins. Look, the mystery of the gold pins, okay? When Slidini did it, they were very little. Big. I like them because they make a lot of noise. If I put the pins like this, they're not inside. To put them inside, I'd have to go in the inside. If I go through the outside, they're not inside, right? Unless I hook it, and now they're inside. You see that? Inside. But if you look real close, look real close, they're not. If I do it fast, they look like they're inside, but they're not. If you do it fast, you see how they look like they're inside? But look, inside. But if you look real close, they're not. There's another way to do it. I'm going to do it slow. Come over here. They look like they're inside, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes, they do. If you want to speak into my microphone, it's over here. They look like they're inside, right? Yes or no? Yes. See? But they're not. I'm going to show it to you. Can you see me all right?
Yep.
Okay, look. They look like they're inside. You see that? But they're not. Now, there's another way to do it. If you put them like this, you know they're not inside. To put them inside, I'd have to open them up and go through the center. Not through the outside. If I go through the center, now they're inside, right? Yes? No, then I have to hook it, and now they're inside. But you see, sometimes they're not. And that's the mystery of the gold pin. And look, they're gone. Look, there's one over here, and there's one over here, and you can examine them. All right, that's jumbo Lincoln pins. I hope you guys get a lot out of it. Should I explain it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I'm wearing the ultimate sleeve and the vise on my left sleeve right here. You see? Sticks to the magnet. We'll keep that down. We'll keep another pin right here. Do you know how this trick's done? Do you know how this trick's done? There's a little hole right here that you don't see. You see that little hole? Where's the camera? There you go. See it? See it? Okay. The other one doesn't have a hole. So let me just run through the moves. This is the handling. It's all explained on the video. When you go through the outside, they shouldn't be hooked up. They shouldn't be linked. But when you take your finger and you go to close it, it slides into the opening, as you're closing the pin, and now they've linked. In magic, there's like 7 different effects you could do: vanishes, appearance, levitation, mutilation, petition, transformation. And this is the only one that I have that does penetration. This is a penetration. And they're not apart. Now, if you do it fast, they look like they're inside, but they're not. And when you do it the second time, it just goes right into the opening, and you show that they're linked. Both hands come together now. It comes out of the hole, and you show that they're apart. Then you do it slow. You do it like this. It looks like they're inside. See, it goes through the opening. Now they're actually linked. They are linked inside. And then when you show them again and you come out, it comes out of the hole, and they're not linked. So slow motion, you would do it here. It looks like they're linked. Take a little break to do something, sure that they are linked. Come like this, and they come apart. The third phase and the last phase, you put them like this. They're not inside. To put them inside, you got to go through the inside. Now they're inside. You see that? When you take your finger to go to close it, it slides through the opening as you close the pin. Keep them like this for a while, and they're not. On the offbeat, you take the pins like this, and as you drop your hand down, automatically your jacket covers the pins. You give a little bit of flick, and you vanish them. The gimmick ones stay stuck to the magnet. You reach inside your pocket, you take out another one, drop your right hand down, produce the other one, and now you can give them away because you've switched the pins in front of them, and they're examinable. Any questions?
There was a question as far as do you ever retrieve anything off of the magnets, and do you have like kind of a natural
Not yet.
way to do
There's
it?
somebody out there that knows how to develop electromagnet that I can push with my toe button and release stuff without burning me and lighting my jacket on fire. I'd like to see it. This are the pins. Name a card.
5 of diamonds.
No, name a card.
6 of spades.
Come on.
8 clubs.
No, come on.
King of hearts.
Yo, look at that. You win the pins. This is a gift from me to you, okay? Thank you. All right, all right. Were you interested in seeing the cut and restore tie that I did from the video before?
Yeah.
Is it necessary? Because we got a lot of stuff to cover. We haven't even covered none
It's
of it.
all great. We just do
Yeah,
absolutely anything you feel like.
Yeah, are you having a good time?
Yeah.
Good. And tell your face. You're making me nervous. No, you remind me of someone who used to beat me up when I was a kid. But I know it's not him. He's dead now. But nice to meet you. Just smile at me. How about we do some roses? We could do some delights. Well, it looks like I'm getting off the program here.
There's a program?
Yeah, kind of. I wanted to show you some stuff. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I guess I'm just going to have to do it, right?
Yeah.
You want to see flicker, what flicker is, or do you want to see the roses first? You want to see what flicker does, or do you want to see the roses first? Your call.
Flicker.
They're saying flicker. Flicker.
All right.
Flicker.
All right.
Flicker? I barely even know her. Somebody,
I don't
come on,
know.
somebody had to say it.
All right. Flicker is something that I thought of because I figured one day I'm going to get old and I'm not going to be able to do the downs palm. So this is flicker. Flicker is magnetic, so it sticks to the side of your pants. Let's say you want to do a miser's dream routine. Start with a miser's dream. Mm-hmm. Anybody have a quarter? I got one here. I got one here. I'll just give you a couple little quick things with the flicker. Okay, look. In the bottom of the bucket, I have a magnet. Okay, there's a magnet. The flicker goes in there, stays in the magnet, right? In my left hand, well, just for explanation purposes, I'll have 5 half dollars, right? So now when you take your bucket like this, show nothing. When you reach in the air to produce a coin, throw it in the air, a coin drops in. When you go get the coin, you don't take that coin. You take the flicker coin that's on the magnet. This flicker coin allows you to vanish and produce a coin instantaneously.
That's cool.
instantaneously just by rolling back and rolling forward. So now to do an easy miser's dream, you throw the coin in the bucket, drop, produce another one. Drop, produce another one. Drop, produce another one. Drop, produce another one, and drop it in the bucket. That one stays stuck to the magnet, so now when you dump off your coins, all your coins come out except for the flicker coin. That's flicker. It's a way to produce a downs palm without having to do too much work. So it's perfectly positioned to be finger palm this way. So now you can show your hands empty, come over here, flick it to the right to show that hand empty, and then produce a coin. So it will look like this. There's nothing there. Come here, nothing there, and then produce your coin. Gone and back. So now there's even a $50 size. Here's one of the things I like to do. If you have a straw, like this, let's say you put one in your mouth. You could take a coin like this and suck it through the straw in your mouth. I'll put it back and blow it back out. Now, if you had a folding coin here, you can suck in the coin. And then when you take it out, there's a piece missing. And then just go like this. This is magnetic, so you can stick it right to your pants to clean up, and then blow it out, and the coin will flip back. That's the flicker coin. It's a way to vanish a coin in your hand without doing much sleight of hand at all.
Can you show that
Just-
in close up? How does it work?
Say it again now.
Yeah,
How does it work?
Yeah, the flavor.
for a close-up, may I?
Can you
May
show
I
him
just-
this while I prepare for
absolutely
something
can.
else?
That's cool. It's kind of like doing a paddle move with a coin, you know, right? It's actually drilled in place, so it's really well made. And basically the idea is that it's going to flip behind your thumb like that. So there.
You got it, Dan.
So from the front, and there's nothing seen. Oh, there it is. Hey, I'm doing magic. Whoa, look at me. That's very cool. Very cool. I love that.
You love it, Dan?
I do. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. Yeah. And now, the part that's attracted to the magnet, is that just the wire part of it? Does the wire go in there?
That's the part you...
That's right. So,
Yeah,
so the wire part ends up being attracted to the magnet.
Yes. No, there's a magnet inside the coin.
There is a
man.
magnet in the coin.
Magnet
Oh, so it's a
inside the
magnetic coin as well.
And it's just a way, because I remember seeing an old friend of mine, 80 years old, and he couldn't do magic anymore.
Yeah.
I figured that's going to happen to me one day. So how am I going to be able to produce a coin and vanish a coin when my... Hey,
Yeah,
this is a gift. Wait,
yeah, really? Oh, I want it.
It's a gift for you. Well, why not? And I have a quarter one.
When I started out, because one of the first acts that I did when I was like in the fourth grade, whatever, however old you are, 10, I think I was 10 years old. My dad made coins for me that had tape on them, so that I could, just have it taped to my hand. So this is even cooler, because now, right?
Thanks,
Yeah,
Dan.
it's
And
neat.
I had one with a quarter too. Do you know where that went? Because I want to give that to somebody.
It's right there. It's right there, Rocco.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Here's, I got a card in my hand. Come on. No. That's close enough, man. That's close enough. 4 diamond. No, I don't want to take all this stuff home. Would you like to see the rose now, or would you like to see
roses.
a coin routine?
Roses, please.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, so but I'm going to have to... Man, I got too much stuff here. All right, you want to see the rose? Look. A lot of people have been asking me all the time, can you teach roses? Because at the beginning I did an act with roses. So now I'm going to do it. Can you guys pay attention? I don't know. You think people around the world can see everything I'm doing, Dan? Because I'm doing this for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And make sure if they have any questions, let me know what they want, because I want to let them, Okay,
Sure.
let me know if you have any questions. All right, so this was my gimmick for producing a rose. You see? This is, You take this, pull it back like this. Let's take a little piece of flash paper. Let's put it right in the center. You see? Here, when you light the paper, your rose. It's elastic. It goes down like this. You take a piece of paper, flash paper, green paper, or whatever. You put it in here like this. And now this is available through Penguin. Martinka Magic produces them for me. He's going to be coming up with 4 more tricks by the end of the year. And you can put a little confetti in here, and it shoots out. Or you can take it down like this. You can put a white rose in here like this. Show a white rose. Take the white off and turn it into a red rose. Okay, so this you will go like this. This fits here. Show a white rose. Palm it off, take that off, and turns into a white rose. Do you need to see that again? No, right? Huh?
Then you sleep it.
Well, you can't actually sleeve this, but I would recommend putting a magnet here if you want to ditch it like this, or put a magnet on your lapel and one here so that when this appears, just touch your lapel and it appears on your lapel. Don't run if you're not being chased. You don't have to get rid of it. You might as well utilize this for something else later. So if you had a magnet in here and a magnet behind your lapel, I like this myself. I want to try it now. All right? Okay? You sure? There's nothing over there. You go like this. Wait. No, I'm going to be making some mistakes because we're trying a lot. Don't judge me by them, all right? Okay? Try not to. Here you go. There's the rose. Here, take it off and produce this. Where's the other one? Touch your lapel, and it appears there. That's a good idea. Or we could do this. We'll take this, roll it into a little ball, and we'll hold this just like this. We'll take this out like this, and we'll take the white one and put the white one here like this. Okay, so now you have a white rose. You come like this with the white rose, turns into a handkerchief, and then you produce the rose. All right? So what we're doing here, we're folding that down like this. Do I need to do this twice all the time, or is once enough? Because we have a lot of stuff to cover. We just scratched the surface. Are you having a good time?
Yeah.
Remember what my name was? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, there you go. Here it is. Okay, so now this is here. Take the white rose off, turn it into a handkerchief, whisk it here, and produce your rose. Okay, another approach would be is that you can have this rose here like this. This is the way I used to open my rose back in 1980, whatever, 87. Take a piece of paper like this, put it in here. You see? So you got a rose, light it, and it gives you 2 roses. Because you can have this one behind, this one in front, and this will be an opener. And when it flashes up, just steal this and come up with 2. Do you love this?
Yeah.
This is for you, okay? You're welcome. What do we want to do now? Give me an idea. Talk to me.
Baseball?
Baseball, yes.
Well, we got some more roses if you want to cover.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Put these somewhere in a nice thing. Here's a nice little idea. I use this in the opening of my Rose Act. This is one of those little things here. You can touch a rose like this. I told you to put that magnet on. Did we do it? Yes, it does, okay? This could be in a vase. You touch it like this, bang, and then just release and turn that into a rose. So all I did was attach a magnet to the stem. These here are available. I think first time I saw someone do this was Fukai. So now you come here with this, touch it against your stem in the bang, do a little magic, and whoop, and it turns into a rose. Put that somewhere special. I need that when I get home. And another rose idea was this. These are 2 roses that I started with in the beginning. This is the first props I ever made. There's a magnet here and a magnet here, and they stick together and a magnet on top, so it becomes one solid piece. So you could even just come out with a rose like this, you know, and go put it away, and you got two. But let's say I used to steal them from my pocket. We have them this way, and I'd have a little ribbon like this, right? So now you can come over like this. You can steal just one, produce one rose, come over like this, and produce another rose. Take the rose, put it like this. Now you can vanish this rose just by doing that. It's gone, it's gone. And then you can vanish this rose, vanishing like that, and then produce them back as two. What's so funny?
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. But if you don't mind doing that turned kind of facing that way so that we might see a little bit of the exposed view of how it's done, because it was beautiful,
Okay,
but I
so
still don't know how you did it.
I don't know how you want me to do it. I don't know how you want me to do it. So this, look, is in your tenkai palm like this.
Yeah.
It's real wood, so you can feel where it is. So you're here. You take off your thing, come over like this, and just take one of them off and produce it.
Yeah.
Put it there, come over, and produce another one. Here, put that here, take one of them. I want to hold it there. Now to vanish it, we're doing a flip move just by coming over like this and just putting it behind the arm, and that vanishes that one. And the second one, just put it together like this, and then to produce them, come up and produce both as once. Do I need to do that again from the front, the back?
It's so smooth.
Yeah? You get the
Yeah,
idea?
it's great.
Okay, we can move on to the next.
Yeah.
All right. How about we do karate coin? Want to see karate coin, or do
Sure.
you want to see a half? You want to see a $50 turn into two? You tell me. Or you want to see something new that I'm working on? Yeah. Yo, these are. This is all new stuff right here I'm working on. I don't want to take none of this home. So I want to do it, get it over with. I got a trick with look, anything you see there. You tell me what you want to see, and we'll work it out. I'll show you. All right, here's a new product that Martinka is putting out called soft coins. I guess I might as well show you the best I can with that. Can you do me a favor there? Can you clear this table off? And just put everything somewhere over
I'm going to
here.
put it right over here.
What was I doing? What were we talking about? Right. Okay. This is a new product coming out. You guys are going to love it. You're going to love it. If you have problems with your hands not working completely good, I got this solution I invented. You put 3 drops on your hand, and you can manipulate cards and coins like anybody you want. You want to try it? Who wants to try it? Put it on your hands. There's a secret ingredient in there. I can't tell you what it is.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be a secret, would it?
Right, but I can tell you could drink it. Put that in your hand.
Well, there's lots of things
And
you
just
can
rub
drink.
in your hand. Rub in your hand.
Should you drink it?
Anybody could be a magician. All you need is what's in this bottle. $14.95. But it's a free gift for you here. Let's try this. It's going to take a while to activate. Okay? I can't tell you I can tell you 3 of the ingredients that are in there. Would you like to know 3 of the ingredients? White wine, lemon juice, water, and there's some hidden ingredient. I can't tell you. All right, you ready? Look, here's a piece of paper. Here's a piece of paper. See? I'm going to light the piece of paper up. And look. 4 coins. 4 coins. See? Look. 4 coins. I'm going to put them right here like this. See? 4 coins. Shoot a magic wand. And look, the coins disappear. But I got myself. Would anybody like any? Anybody like any?
I want one. Oh, give me one of those. Yeah, thanks.
Might as well. Might as well. Might as well. Might as well. And I have one myself. Right, you get the idea. Is that a Twizzler looks like a magic wand. I had a whole bunch in my sleeve. This is the Michael Amor coin clip. Are you familiar with it? It looks like we're not following the program at all. We gonna have any requests here? Anything you want to see? No? Flip tip. We're gonna do the flip tip. All right, so let me show you how these coins work. These coins are very, very smooth. Now, in case I drop something, okay? They make no noise when they rub against each other. I'm going to show you a couple routines with coins, only if you're interested. Yeah? Yeah. You sure? Okay. So this was the Michael Amor coin clip. We're going to put that on just for a second. So now, when the coins go into the clip, now what do you want to have in the left sleeve? We can have anything you want in the left sleeve. What do you want me to put in the left sleeve? 8 ball. All right. All right. All right, well, I got an idea for the 8 ball. All right, so here you go. Piece of flash paper. Coins are in the downs palm. Everybody knows what the downs palm is. Don't need to explain that, right? Okay. When you produce the coins from the downs palm, here's something that Di Vernon mentioned to me years ago. He noticed that when I produce my coins from the downs palm, I'm actually showing the whole quarter. I'm showing the whole coin because it's actually my nail that's holding the coin. I'm not producing the coin and showing it this way or producing the coin and showing it this way. None of my skin is touching the coin. And this is something that Di Vernon paid attention to back when he first saw me perform. He said, I love how you hold your coins right at the very tip. Well, that's because it's my nail. And what I do is I take a nail file and I file my nail flat here. Not round, flat. So that when you produce the coins, you have that flatness to be able to show the coin at the very tips of your fingers. That's important for the downs palm. Here's an interesting production. I can't do it all the time, but I'm here to do stuff that I can't do, and I'm going to see if I can do it. The coin's got to go from here. It's got to roll up in the air, flip in the air, and catch it like this. Let me see if I can get you a good one. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That was not a great one, but it was a good one. We'll do it again. Coin's gone, and let me get you a good one. That was a good one. All right?
Nice.
So what's got to happen, you got to flip up, the coin's got to roll here or there. These are very smooth coins. I could show you a routine from Russ Bertram, if you like, that uses soft coins, or I still got this 8 ball. I don't know what to do. I just surprised myself. I said, what are we doing? Yeah, we talked about doing something with an 8 ball, but then we veered off. All right. So these coins are flat and smooth, and the ridges are brand new so that they grip to your fingers real easy. Now, I could never do this if it wasn't for that solution I just gave you. Is it working?
Yeah.
It's working, right? Okay. So now, let's say we do this. Let's say we throw... Can I see if I can catch him behind my back again? Because I didn't like the way that looked. Can I do it again just for myself? Is that all right? Because I didn't like the way it looked. So you know what happened was in 1987, I went to compete. Am I going too fast? No. Then? Am I going too fast?
Good.
1977, I went to compete at the Las Vegas Desert Seminar, and I had this great routine together. But the night before, I realized if I produce the coins, and if I can throw them behind my back and catch them, I would be great. I practiced it the night before. I had it down. They called me at 8 o'clock in the morning to go rehearse, to go audition. When I threw the coins behind my back, because I was tight, they all hit my shoulder, and they were all on the ground. It was over. But then I went back and I practiced for 4 years, and I caught them in one shot. Let me see if I could do it in one shot. Oh. Hey, could we cut this or just live? Could we cut this or is this live?
Yeah, well, no, we haven't started yet.
I'm going to keep doing it until I get it.
Until you get it? Okay. All
This
right.
is something I do just for myself, okay? I do it over a bed when I do it, so. Oh, we filming this? Yo, I'm going to do this, and I don't care how long it takes, because I want to do it for myself. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try these coins.
Woo!
Okay, well, yo, Even Michael Jordan didn't get his shots every time 100%. And if you want to take a risk, you cross the line, this is what happens. But that's what it looks like. All right, now, where's those soft coins?
One's back there somewhere, but I'm
Where?
not sure there. Maybe those guys can see it.
Okay, can we have my assistant try to find that for me? This is Greg. In a little while, Greg's going to show you how to do. Should we cover a little bit more sleeving? We got a lot of stuff to do, man.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do. I'll tell you what. We had a couple of requests
Go ahead,
that
man.
have come in, and I've been holding off on them
All right, go ahead.
because I want to drive these people crazy. Are you able to do the Slidini silks? Did
Yes.
you bring silks with you
Yes,
to do it?
yes.
Would you mind?
No.
Because that's the one we've had requested most.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that. But let me cover a little bit of the coins first.
Okay.
I want to show
All
you a
right, we'll
nice
come back
move
to that.
here.
Yep.
Throw them in the air, you catch 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Put them in your hand, 2 and 2. You show nothing here, and the coins jump over. Okay? 4 coins jump over. The idea is when you throw them in the air, you got to put your hand on the bottom and try to catch them just before they fall down. It took a long time. See? Takes a long time. Okay? 2 and 2. These go into the downs palm, and when you cross your hands from hand to hand, you open up, and because they're silent, you don't hear any noise, and the coins jump across. What these perfect coins are for, they're perfect for showing your hands back and forth because they make no noise when you switch hands. Very easy to get into this position and take them out. So let me show you a Ross Burton routine using the soft coins. Long time ago. You want to see it?
Yeah.
I don't do many coins, but, and then I'm going to show, and then we remember what we're talking about, all right? All right, ready? Look, 1, 2, 3, and 4 coins. Look. Do that one again. Cut. 1, 2, 3, and 4 coins. Just like this. Here, one of them jumps over. We'll do it again. 3 and 1. 1, 2, 3. 1 here, 2 here. Again, jumped over. 1, 2, over here, 2 here, 2 here. Coins jumped over. The last one, I'm going to put the coin in the left hand like this, and I got 3 coins in the right hand. Now you know what's going to happen. The coin from over here is going to jump all the way over here. No? Okay, better yet, we'll make them all jump over here. Okay? Explain it real quick, real fast.
Yep.
Okay, look. Hands are like this. When you put the coin down, the middle finger goes down. So you put 1 coin, 2 coin, 3 coin. On the 4th one, the finger goes down. The middle pinky grabs it. Middle pinky grabs it and puts it into the back palm so you can show your hands empty for a second. And then the coin jumps over. You got 3 coins here. Repeat the same thing. 1, 2. The pinky, as the finger lifts up, steals the coin. As you take this one, this goes into the back palm. As the back palm. So you can show your hands empty. And you show the 2 coins jumped over. Now you do a click pass. 1 goes in the left hand. 1 over there, click. You have 3 coins here, but when you open up, put it into the back palm so you show 2, and then jumps across. The last one, you pretend to put it in your hand. You make them see you taking it away, and then you put it into this position. And now you show you're going to make the coins from here. When you do that, they stick. Here, you grab them like this, all the way over here. You cover that one? All the coin from over here is going to jump over there. And that's how the coins get stolen. From this position, grip like this. So fast is from here to here, and you've changed coins from hand to hand. They're very easy to show your hands empty and show coins, and it's very easy to get into your downs palm to produce the coins with a downs palm. Any questions on coins? You want to see anything else? 1 coin routine? Thank you. What's next?
Slidini silks. Let's do those.
Okay.
Shall we?
Slidini silks.
Is that cool with you?
Yep. When I was 19 years old, I went into a restaurant to have dinner, and a magician came up. Can I get a napkin to dry my face here because these lights are bright? A magician came up to the table, and he says, "Would you like to see some magic?" I have never seen magic before. I was 19 years old. I was with my girlfriend. I said, "Sure." He sat us down at the table, and he did a bunch of tricks. And he ended with this trick. When he was done doing this trick, I said to him, can you come outside because my car is broken. The muffler was broken. Can you wave your magic wand over it and fix my car for me? I really believe that 19 years old, that he had the powers to fix my car through magic when I saw him do this trick. I do my own version of it. I always do it in a show. I'll show you what my version of it is. Okay? He would never appreciate me pulling out these handkerchiefs so wrinkly. He would have them ironed up, looking like pristine. But as you can see, this is a workshop mode right here, right? So I'm going to take these handkerchiefs and tie them in a knot. This is as pure magic as we're going to get. I'm going to tie them in a knot. You see? A real strong knot. Tie them in a knot, nice and slow. Real strong knot. Now using my fingers, okay? Using my fingers, how long would it take for this knot to come out if you had to take a guess? Go ahead. You tell me, how much? Now you know what's going to happen. We're going to do it again. We're going to tie a knot in a real tight knot. Okay, now who asked for this?
This was our friend in Brazil.
Hey, this is for you, my friend. Learn it very well. And make sure you learn it well because I stand on great shoulders and your performance is going to be reflection on me. So practice this. We'll do it again. Look, I'm going to tie him in a knot. A real strong knot. See? Now, using my fingernails, how long would it take for this knot to come apart if you had to take a guess? Here, why don't you tie a knot on top of it? You tie one on top. Tight, tight, tight. Good, 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 good. Look, pull them apart. Okay, are they tight? Yeah. Okay. Just using my fingernails, if you had to take a guess, how long would it take for this knot to come apart if you had to take a guess? A minute? You want to tie another one? Sure. Tie another one on top. Go ahead. Tie it right here, right there. Tie another one. Go ahead. Okay. You pull them. All right. They're tied, right? You want to check it? Yes. Tied, right? Just using my fingernails. If you had to take a guess, how long would it take for this knot to come apart? We've got 3 knots we tied. You tied one, you tied one. Take a guess. How long would you think? How long? Done. Explain this right away, real quick. This took hours and hours and hours. I will give you a secret right now, all right? Look, you see this handkerchief? Now look at this one. What's the difference? There's a red line running across one of the handkerchiefs. And there's a red line running across the side of this handkerchief. Do you see it? And it's not on this one, right? That's the secret. Makes sense to you now?
It makes perfect sense.
All right. Do I have to explain that a little better?
You don't, I mean,
it depends. How much time do we have here?
we'd all love for you to explain it. I like what you've explained so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know that the secret is the red line. And
Yeah.
So you and I are on the same page here.
I have no idea.
However,
I apologize. All right. Let me give you a little demonstration on how that red line works.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm holding the red line in my left hand right now. I have to watch where this red line goes while you're tying the knot. Okay? Tie the knot. Tie a knot. There's only 2 knots you can tie, a granny knot or a square knot, right? So you're tying a knot. Tie it. Go ahead. Tie it. Pull it as tight as you could. Tight as you could. Tight, tight. It really doesn't matter. This is a real tight knot. You see? It's tight. Now, I'm holding what? The left one in my left hand, right? So I have to now look around here and see where the red one is. The red one's right there. Now, when I go pull on these 2 knots together, I never pull on that one. That's a dummy. You're only pulling on one handkerchief, but it looks like you're pulling on 2. When you're pulling on one handkerchief, that upsets the knot and now causes it to slide back and forth. Now you can tie as many knots as you want. You tie a knot. Now, I'm holding the red one in my left hand. Here's where the red one is. I have to follow where the red one goes. So you tie a knot. I'm following where does the red one go. Once you tie, you can tie as tight as you can and pull them because they're actually tied. They're not coming apart. The only way to upset the knot now is to act like you're pulling the knot tighter, but you're never pulling the knot tighter. You're only pulling on one handkerchief right there. This is just a dummy. And as you pull on that, that automatically upsets the knot and it causes it to slide back and forth. You could tie as many as you want. The way to get them apart now is this is what happens. You hold the knot as far down to your fingers. As you go to turn them over like this finger starts to go up. The middle finger comes out and pushes it out. And when you've turned them over, they're already apart and you show that they've separated. This is one of Slidini's greatest tricks because he was able to do it in front of 2,000 people because they reacted off the reaction of the person.
Yeah. Now,
right?
and then the other thing is the kind of handkerchief, the kind of material that's used in the handkerchief can make a big difference, yes? Should you mention that or just want to let people just use whatever they want to use?
We could mention that. Back then, it was parachute material because it had the little squares and it's very strong. But nowadays, with technology 30, 40 years later, they're making material just as strong, just as slippery. So I don't think you really need that as much as you did back then.
But it's critical that it stands up to a pretty good, strong pull on it. You know,
I'm going to show you the stampede system, all right? I'll show you one version of the stampede system. I'm going to do it with you. Joy, right? Is that your name? Joy? Is that your name? All right. How are we going to do this? We're going to try it this way. You hold on to this marker. I'm just going to give you a little demonstration. Put your hands like this. Okay. We're going to raise your hand just like this, okay? Just like that. And close one of the hands. Okay, you close one. Okay, keep that one open like that. All right, now we're going to take a piece of paper like this, and I'm going to draw. You couldn't give me a better marker? Sorry. This is the one that's dried out. Did I give you this?
I got one here.
Here, keep it. Now, we're going very fast. You notice we're going faster and faster as we go along. I hope I'm covering the stuff you want to see. What do you want to see?
This one.
Okay. See, I made a little smiley face. You see that? Now, we're going to take the smiley face like this. I'm going to go like that. Bang, it's gone. Open up, look at your hand, look at your hand. Turn it on, turn your hand, look at your hand around. You got a smiley face in your hand. That's right, you do. That's a smiley face. So this is the stampede system. This is the method of marking people in their hands with a stamp like the ash trick. Or you can stamp a piece of paper. I happen to have a smiley face on this one. I have 5 different stamps here. H2O, a fly. Like if someone's catching a fly, you're grabbing your ear, you have a fly, and they open up their hands. They have a stamped fly on their hand. Instead of using the ash trick, this is my method of doing a stampede system. They can find the chosen card and what I just did with you with the smiley face. Okay, you have any kids?
I do.
Yeah, go do that to them, all right? Tell me what they think. Okay? What do we say we're doing next?
Somebody was asking for a Twizzlers, but you know what I'm going to do?
Twizzlers.
I want to come up here. I want to see what kind of stuff you have up here, because I have sessioned with you before.
Yeah.
And I love looking for here. What does that do? You got something for that thing?
Okay, we got something for that.
We got something for that guy and something for this guy.
We got something for this
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Okay. No,
couple of those things.
How about we put on
and then
some music?
maybe these when and that these and that.
This and that. We want to do something with that, all right?
Yeah.
We can. All right.
Yeah.
This.
I think those will be fun.
All right. You want to use these props right here? And we'll
What do you got? What else you got?
With these? Okay.
And then you're eventually going to talk about this guy.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
All right,
Dan.
so let's see some of that stuff. That's the way to do it. You got to get up in that stuff.
Yeah, Dan picked this trick here. So, what is this that you're holding in your hand?
Bottle cap.
Okay, what is this? A beer cap. What is that you're holding in your hand?
Beer cap.
Right. Okay, look. I got 2 of them right here, right? You go like this, they're gone, and you produce a beer. Okay?
All right. Yep.
Because now these 2 bottle caps have a magnet on them. They stick together. I put and they're magnetic because the ultimate sleeve in the vise. So when you come out to take out the 2 bottle caps, we're just going to come out with the little beer. This is a half a beer, look. So it's very easy to sleeve. So you just put that in your sleeve. You can show 2 bottle caps like this. Put them both together in your hand, sleeve them both as one, and then come up and turn it into a beer bottle. You pick this one?
Yep.
You like it?
Yep.
Okay, it's a keeper. We'll put this in the bag number 2. I want to try something with somebody now. Can you come up and, why don't you help me? You help me. Come on, you help me. Yeah. I want to show you something very interesting. Okay? Look, I hope I can do this. You examine this coin. Examine the coin. Show everybody that coin. All right? You've been doing magic long?
No.
Okay. It's just a regular coin, right?
Yes.
Okay, watch this. I'm going to make this coin jump from my hand underneath your chin. Okay? Watch. It's going to hurt a little bit, but relax. Here's the coin. It's going to disappear, and it's going to go underneath your chin. But I want you to relax.
Okay.
And don't be nervous. Look, I'm going to put the coin like this. I'm going to go like this, just like this. Look. Gone. From my hand is gone. Now feel underneath your chin. Do you feel it underneath your chin?
No.
Don't look at the camera. Don't look at the monitor. You don't feel what? Now I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to pull it out. It's going to hurt just a little bit. Look, nothing in my hands, right? Just relax, relax. Ready? It's going to hurt just a little bit. Did it hurt?
No.
There it was. The vanishing coin. You could do as many times as you want. Just relax. Look. Come over here and vanish the coin. It's gone, and I can leave him home this way and say, hello. You know what the coin is? Because you're looking at the monitor. He can see himself right now. So this is my application of Slidini's paper balls over the head. The best version I've seen today is Peter Selmason. Does the best version. So what I did here, just to throw you off, this is a hook coin, the best hook coin Martinka makes, and they're lightweight so that he doesn't feel any weight on his shoulder when you vanish it. So I had this on my left pocket like this. You see right there? So I made him examine this one. This is a magnetic coin. Examine this one. Okay, while he's examining that, just steal the one that's over here. That's the hook coin. Do a shuttle pass. Take this one, throw it in the sleeve. So now you're clean. We just sleeved. I'm going to cover some more sleeving. So now, I'll say the coin is going to disappear from my hand and go underneath your chin. I have the hook already. As I relax him over here, I walk the other side. So this way he follows me. He never sees it on his shoulder. And now he's a lot of laughter the whole time because they're laughing and he's got it there. Come back this way. Tell him to reach underneath his chin. Tell him to relax. Take the coin off his shoulder and then produce it from underneath his chin. All right? Mm-hmm. That's the hook coin. Any questions? Okay, go ahead. No, wait. That's for me. All right? Go ahead. Name a card. Name a card. Name a card.
6 spades.
No, it was the same card before. Go ahead.
I'll say 6 spades.
No, man, come on.
9 of clubs.
No, come on. Come on.
9 of clubs.
That's pretty close.
How'd you know? How'd you know?
Huh?
Hey,
Yeah,
don't poke
I got some
yourself.
powers too.
What
But
did you
mostly
say?
sight.
What did we say we want to see, Dan? What we want.
I'll tell you what. You can get back to the weird stuff in a little while. We've had requests coming in to see the thumb tip stuff, and we had a request here to see the thumb tip thing, the flip tip.
All right,
and
here's
that's
flip tip.
That's
Flip tip.
among
Flip
some of
tip.
those.
Yeah,
I'd like to
flip
see
tip.
some stuff with that too.
Yeah, flip tip's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. Why is everybody staring at me? You're making me nervous. All right, let's try to do the flip tip with this over here. Let's try with you. You come over here. I'll show you different versions of the flip tip. I'm going to take the ultimate sleeving off now. Yo, are you guys getting anything out of this?
Yeah.
Because I'm not following my format at all. All right? Okay, go ahead. We're going to do a flip tip. I'm going to make this handkerchief. I'm going to put it in my hand, and it's going to fly through the air, and it's going to land right here in your pocket like that. You want to see it?
Yeah.
Okay, watch this. Look. Look. I'm going to take it like this, put it in my hand. Gone. I don't know. Look in your pocket. That's the flip tip.
Nice.
What the flip tip does, it's a way to show your hands empty, and it's the one-hand method of producing a silk at your fingertips with one hand without taking the thumb off. It's the flip tip. See? It's done because of our Delight material has a good memory to it. So now let's say you want to vanish your silk like you normally vanish a handkerchief. Vanish it. It's gone. Now to bring it back, all you have to do is come like this, flip back, and you produce a handkerchief in your hands without taking the thumb tip off. Or you can put it in your hand like this, vanish it, just reach in the air, flip back, and it comes right to your fingertips. Or what I did to you, I had one in my flip tip over here like this. And I said the handkerchief's going to fly from my hand and go into your pocket like that. You see? When I go to get it, I just push it in all the way, flip back my flip tip, and come back with the one that was in the flip tip. So now you put the other one in your hand, make it disappear, vanish it. They look inside the pocket. Bang. That's how they got the flip tip. All right? Now let's say we had a yellow flip tip. We could do this. Here's a handkerchief. Put it in the hand like this. There it is. Put it, you can see the handkerchief there. Put it in, and it turns into a little fan. A little fan. Close the fan, put the fan in the left hand, and it turns back into a handkerchief. All right, so we had the fan in the right sleeve. There's the flip tip in the left hand. Put it in like this. Drop down, steal the fan, put in your thumb, and then just open it up as you have it on your thumb like this. Close it, pretend to put it in the right hand, flip open so they see the yellow, sleeve the fan, and then you produce the handkerchief. I guess we should cover a little bit of sleeving. All right. Can you help me for a minute here? Come here a minute. Okay. Should we do salt and pepper?
Sure.
Salt and pepper? Do you have any salt and pepper with you? Yo, I do. Let's find it. Let's find it. You know, I have to be honest with you. I got into this place here at 5 o'clock, and I should have got in here 2 weeks ago to get this all ready for you. So are we doing okay? It's the best we could do. See, like right now, I can't find the pepper shaker. Okay, we're not going to do that. No pepper shaker.
Yeah, if we can't find it, we don't have to do that
You
one.
don't have to do it, right?
Yeah.
You don't smoke here, do you? You want to see a cigarette trick?
Sure. Yeah.
Look, we got a lot of stuff here. You let me know what you want to see. How about right now we put on a little bit of music and let me take a little break, all right? Put a little
Yeah,
music.
well, you know,
No, not a little break. I'm going to
when's-
perform a little
You're going to perform
to
something
Yeah.
to music. Yeah.
Yeah. Is
And
that
then,
all right?
and then you tell me when a good time is to bring Greg up, and then you can take a little break while he's
Oh, yeah,
showing his
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. He's going to blow you away. Okay, let's do salt and pepper.
Okay. Did you find it?
Now, if I seem a little disoriented, it is because I am. I got so much stuff here. This is not what it looks like when I come to a show. I took a month of preparing and packing stuff to show you, and it took me an hour and a half to unpack it. So as you can see, it's a mess, right? But that's everything I own. All my magic props are here right now. Let's do salt and pepper. You want to help me? Come on. Then I'm going to show you some of Martinka's coins. Stand over here. You got any other questions that are brewing up? What do you got?
Well, somebody wants to see some stuff with sponge balls when you get a chance, and then I've got questions to ask you
I
a little
will.
bit later.
Okay, look, open up your hand. We're going to put a little bit of salt in your hand. We're going to put a little bit of pepper in your hand. Show everybody you have salt and pepper in your hand. All right, we're going to mix it up a little bit like this, a little bit like this. Give me your hand, put your hand on top like this, cover it good. Name any one you want, salt or pepper. Name it. Salt, look at this. I'm going to reach in the air, and I'm going to produce the pepper. Open up your hand. He's got just the salt. All right? The way this works, this is the flip tip. You see, in the flip tip, I can have, just for explanation purposes, let's put the salt in the flip tip. You see, there's a flip tip here with a little compartment so it locks in. Can you see this, or I'm not making myself clear? I'm not, right?
No, I can see it.
See? It's a little compartment in here. So now I can fill it up with anything I want, glitter or whatever. We just put a little bit of salt in there for now. This was in my sleeve, all right?
So is that compartment that's sealed off and only the tip has
Yeah.
stuff in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The very tip that opens up.
Yeah.
Got it.
Exactly. You can show it later on close up if we want.
Yeah, all right.
I'll have this in my left sleeve for now, all right? So now we put a little bit of salt in your hand, a little bit of pepper in your hand. We can mix it up, doesn't matter. Mix it all up, because now when I go reach for your hand, because they have the magnet here, see, this is where the pepper is right now from the last show, right there. You see? That's where the pepper is. As I go grab his hand, as soon as it touches, look, all the pepper gets sucked up out of his hands as I cover his hands. So I've taken the pepper away now and the magnet's on my jacket. Brought my hand down to the side. I just got to put my thumb tip on, whatever one he names, salt or pepper, whatever you name.
Salt.
If you name salt, I'm going to produce the pepper. If he names pepper, he's going to have it, and I'm going to produce the salt. But in the flip tip, I have the salt, and that's how you produce the liquid, the powder, just by flipping back like that. That's salt and pepper, all right?
Cool. Now,
Let me say something else. Come here.
I hate to have to say it, but I know somebody is going to ask, you know, is pepper magnetic? No, it is not. That's not really pepper. That's iron filings.
Yes,
It's,
yes.
yeah,
The way I first came up with this, I was going to my auto mechanic, and he was doing the brakes, and all the filings from the brakes I noticed were magnetic, and it looked like pepper. So one night in a dream, I thought of a trick to do this. I saw Marshall Brodeen. I did it to him for the first time. Since I fooled him, it became a keeper. So you can do with coins too. There's a coin in your hand. Put your hand, cover it like this, open up, the coin's gone. It vanishes an object right in your hand with the ultimate sleeving device. You just put it like this, put your hand, cover it, and you can vanish something into the hand like this. We can cover a lot of sleeving if you want. Sleeving. Should we do sleeving later? Do you want to know the methods of sleeving? Should we do sleeving with a cigarette, sleeving with a... No, you can relax. You can relax. I'm going to put on some music, all right? Or do you want to see a cut and restore cigarette? What do you want to do?
Well, you know, I like the. Are you doing the Slidini style?
Yeah, you wanna see that?
Oh, you know, I want to see that.
All right,
yeah.
where's my music lady?
Yeah.
Hello, no music lady? Okay, this is good. Yeah, let's work to this song, all right? Let me get it together. Hold on.
Your baby blue.
Hold on. You're going to love it if I can get
So
this together.
full of wonder. Your curly cues. Your contagious smile. And as I watch, you start to grow up. All I can do is hold you
I'm getting
tight.
prepared, okay?
Knowing clouds will rise up, storms will rise in, but you will be safe.
All right, start that from the beginning, please.
Your baby blues, so full of wonder. Your curly cues, your contagious smile. And as I watch, you start to grow up. All I can do is hold you tight, knowing clouds will rise up, storms will rise in, but you in my arms, rains will pour down, waves will crash around, but you will be safe. Storybooks are full of fairy tales of kings and queens and the bluest skies. And my heart is torn Waves will crash around, but you will be safe in my arms. Castles they might crumble, dreams may not come true, but you are never alone, 'cause I will always.
When I pull it out, do you want there to be a hole or no hole?
No hole.
No hole. All right, all right. Should I just explain it a little bit?
A little bit, yeah, sure.
This is I learned from Slidini. I first learned it sitting down at the table when he was doing close-up magic, and I said, that's a great trick, but I'd like to be able to do it standing up. So now we're going to do it standing up. All right? We had that magnetic cigarette, you see? Well, I made a mistake. I put it in the wrong pocket. Okay? I'm not being judged here, right? I put it in the wrong pocket. We're going to do that. Before I do that, can I show you something else? Before I forget. Okay? This is a great trick. I do it all the time, and I give it away. What's your name?
Anthony.
Did I give you, Anthony, anything yet?
No.
Well, I'm going to give you something now. Look at this coin. Okay? See? It's a $50. Watch this. It's one of my favorite tricks, man. Bang! Look. Look. And you're clean. With the ultimate sleeving device. Okay? So here's loading your pockets while going in your pocket for another item. Let me take this very slow. You got these 2 coins in your pocket. Reach inside, take the $50, put it here. This other gimmick, just sleeve it as you show both sides of your hands. Put this back in the left hand. Take this as it falls out. Put it right on your finger like this. Boom. Show that. You're in perfect position now to sleeve it, and you're clean, and you could give that away. I always give them away. That's the karate hook coin from Martinka.
It's cool. Yeah.
Anybody have a quarter? Anybody have a quarter? Am I showing you too much stuff? Am I going too fast? You're going to retain it, all right? Can you see everything from over there? All right. Any questions from my friends from Italy? No? Hello? What are we doing now? Tell me.
Well, you want to go? You want
I'm
to
gonna do a
explain Did you want to explain the cigarette paper and the cigarette, or just the cigarette?
I want to explain it all.
Yeah.
Because
So
one day I may forget how this is done.
and then you'll go back and
And I
watch
should
it.
go back.
Yeah.
But since I just remembered, I just
But you want to do
show-
the other thing first. But I'm going to try to keep you on. I got notes here.
You got notes, all
If
right.
you want to do something else, I'll bring you back.
I want to
around.
do countdown coins because I did this trick when I was a young kid for Di Vernon at the Magic Castle before I was very, very nervous. And it was invented by an inventor from New Jersey. And when I went to show him the trick, Di Vernon said, "You fooled me." So ever since then, it's been a keeper for me.
Cool.
Can I show it to
Yeah.
you?
Kick off your left heel there. There you go. Awesome.
That's correct. Can they see the floor from where?
No,
They
they
can
have
only
no-
see me.
They can see you.
Yeah.
Now they, yeah. Unless you want them to see it.
It is hot in here, so I'm a little. My hair doesn't normally look this bad. Does it look bad? How's my hair
It looks
look?
fine.
Right, right. Here's 4 coins. Look. See? 4 coins. You just gave them to me, right? Look. 4 coins, just like this. 3. One of them jumped over. Look. Another one jumped over. Look. Another one jumped over. Last one. All coins jumped over. Okay? That's a good one. Here's what happened. I'm the inventor. I went like this one day, and I threw the 4 coins on the table. They landed just like this. Just like that, they landed. See? They landed just like this. See, that's how they landed when I threw them, by accident. So after a couple hours, you know what I'm talking, a couple hours of looking at those coins, I said, let's see. So I glued them together, and I noticed that if you hold it this way, it looks like 4. If you flip it over, it looks like 3. If you come up this way, it looks like 2. And if you come up this way, it looks like 1. And it's weighted just right so it could be sleeved. Okay? That's what the left hand does. So this starts off in the sleeve. You borrow your 4 coins. As you go to put them in the left hand, they go into the downs palm, and you make a little noise on the gimmick. So now you show 4 coins. Reverse it, bang, one of them jumps over. You show 3 and 1. This way, you show 2 and 2. Flip it over, another one. The last one, as they're watching that, your left hand comes to the side, sleeve your gimmick, and you've made all 4 coins jump on the other side. All right? That's for you. Okay? This was actually taught to me by Slidinis too, the torn and restore paper. Would you like to see it?
Yes.
Should we do it? Okay. Here's a little piece of paper rolled up into a little ball. This is a magnetic cigarette. I have that in my left pocket, right over here. I didn't put it in my left pocket last time. I put it in this pocket. That's why I got a little confused. Did you notice?
No.
Just because someone gives you medicine, that doesn't make them a doctor. Just because someone gives you legal advice, that doesn't make them a lawyer. Just because someone does a magic trick, that doesn't make them a magician. Where am I reciting that from? That's Tarbell.
Tarbell. Yep.
Tarbell. To be a magician, you have to know your audience. Like a patient has to know the side effects. You have to know all the new up-and-coming medicines. You have to know the history. You have to know your ins and outs. Never is anything going to go 100%, but you should have enough 10 hours of experience that when something doesn't go wrong, you got to bail out without them knowing. Did I do okay?
Yeah.
You didn't know I was missing. Okay. And even if it wasn't there, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it tonight. All right? If anybody wants to follow me, you could go to facebook.com #RoccoMagician, and you can see where I'm going for the next couple months. We were doing torn, restored rolling paper and a cigarette. Isn't that the way you do it? Listen, I really like to spend a lot more time with you because this is really a short time. But here's what Slidini used to do. Here's how clever he was. He would roll the cigarette in the middle so it makes it more pliable. He would put the cigarette in his mouth, talk to you, and forget what he said. And put a little bit of spit, saliva on the end, and then take the cigarette out, and then when he puts it back in his mouth, he puts it back the other way, so the part that he licked was over here, right? So he would have a piece of cigarette on his lap. And we could do all of this, but we're not set up for laughing or table right now, but he would steal this little piece from his lap. I'm going to keep the little piece in my sleeve. It's in my sleeve. But for now, I'm going to keep it in my pocket here. Did you want to see the torn and restored rolling paper?
Yeah.
We do? Okay. If you want to, here it is, rolled up into a little ball. In my right sleeve, I had the cigarette already loaded up. Nothing's in the left sleeve. Take out a piece of paper. These are paper to clean your eyeglasses with. And it's a little bit of sticky stuff on this side. You see that? See the sticky, shiny stuff? You know what that's there for? Okay. This is in this position now. You see? What's so funny about that? This position. I once performed this trick for the Queen of England. Well, that's who he told me he was. I was young at the time.
Be careful with that joke. It's an antique.
It's an antique, right? Yeah. I got it from Terry Seabrook.
Yeah.
Terry Seabrook. Okay, look. When you rip it, and now you roll it to here, and you rip it, and you're showing two pieces. Put them together, rip them. There they go. Rip them. The one that's not ripped is still over here. As you roll them into a ball, roll it into a little ball, go to wet it, and when you wet it, you reverse them. Reverse them. So now the torn pieces are here. Take those off like this, and when you go to your mouth to get the lick, just leave them in your mouth. Okay? So now you've ditched the torn ones, and you open up, and you've restored the cigarette rolling paper. Okay? Bang.
Yeah, beautiful.
Now you start to do it again. So you rip it up, rip it up, rip it up. When the pieces go in my left hand, the hand make into a little ball, drop the hand down to the side. The cigarette that's there is going to fall to your fingertips. Put that in your mouth and produce a cigarette. Okay? Go look for your lighter. Take the little piece like this, load it in your sleeve while you take the lighter from here. Light it. Now, the moisture from the saliva allows the cigarette to bend without breaking it. Okay? So you got it like this. Drop your hand down to the side, steal the little piece, and you hold the cigarette just like this. The little piece is like that. Okay? Now, when you go to break the cigarette, you hold it in the middle. The thumb pushes the cigarette all the way in, and then you lay the piece on top. Break a little bit of tobacco off from the existing cigarette, and now you've got two pieces. When you put the two pieces together, this goes back into this position, and then just lift up the cigarette, bend it, so you're able to show that. While they're watching that, take the little piece and just throw it in your sleeve, so now you're clean. Blow a little smoke here, and then you've restored the cigarette. Put the cigarette in the left hand, steal that little piece that's here. You can throw it into your back palm position here, throw it away, but actually throw a little piece, and then produce the cigarette again. Pretend to put the cigarette in my left hand, steal this one here that was in my pocket, I didn't put it in. That's a magnetic cigarette. Pretend to put the cigarette in your pocket, produce the cigarette, put that in the thumb palm, have some smoke in your mouth, and now you're producing two cigarettes. This one's magnetic, so you can vanish that one, get stuck to the magnet. This one, pretend to put it in the left hand here, and then just throw it in your sleeve, and you're gone. Show your hands empty for a little while. Drop your hand down to the side, retrieve the cigarette. You can pretend to put it in your pocket again, produce it, sleeve the pipe, do a little of this. And then produce your pipe and re-sleeve the cigarette in the right sleeve. Just don't leave it in there too long because it's going to burn through your jacket. Okay?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. You know, that I was going to point that out, that Rocco will sleeve just about anything. You know, just about anything. A lit cigarette? Yeah, why not? No problem. And that brings up a question that I have always had about you. Rocco, what is the strangest thing, I mean, that other people might think is strange, but I'm sure you didn't care, that you have sleeved? What have you put up your sleeve that somebody else is going to go, I can't believe Rocco sleeved that?
If it fits, sleeve it, man.
Yeah.
Some ice cream, live fish, live butterflies. I got something up here now. I already got something up my sleeve. You want?
Yeah.
Can I experiment with you too?
Yeah, let's do
it.
it.
If I try something?
Yeah, I'd like to see it.
How about you give me a little bit of that Merlin music? A little bit of that Merlin music?
You got Merlin music over there? What do we have? Do you need a better cue than that?
Yeah.
Is that it?
No. We could do this one if you want. Let's save this for later.
Yeah, we'll save that. Yeah.
What time is it?
I don't know.
I'm in no rush, really.
No, me either.
Are you guys? 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't have a flight.
Yeah.
Huh?
But that's cheating.
Okay.
If you look at the clock, it's cheating.
Let me try this, right? I want to do this for myself. Okay, can I do this for myself?
Sure.
But then later I'll show you how to take a $50 and split it into 2 quarters if you want. Why don't you come and help me with this? Not sure if this is going to work. You can play the music. When you pull this, they're supposed to pop. But if it's moisture out, it's not going to pop. But let's just test it if it does.
Yeah.
It did, okay? All right, it did. Okay, it did. Look. Oh, wait, we're going to do this. Because we're improvising here. What's in here? We're going to refer to some of this mess right now, all right? Dan,
Yeah,
I need a
so-
little help.
What do you need?
Because I don't
Need
know.
an extra hand?
Well, I had a whole bunch of popcorn kernels.
Oh, yeah, here we are.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Want me to open those up
yeah,
for you?
Yeah, just put a few in my hand over here.
Sure.
A few popcorn kernels.
There we go.
Here you go. Okay.
Need some more than that.
Okay, that's
that
good.
good?
That's good. Okay. Can everybody see them? No. Anybody else can't see them? Can't see it? Can you see them? Popcorn kernels. Okay. Look at this. When I ask you to pull this string, pull it far and away from your face. Go ahead. There you go. Good, good, good. One time. Okay. Explain it or move on. Well, we'll stop the music now. We'll explain it, all right?
Sounds good.
Okay. Let's do it. Look, this was over here. Can you see me all right? Is everything how are these people at home going to see this? Are
They
okay?
see it. They see it great.
All right. Dan, where are those kernels?
They're right there. Right there.
All right.
Well, here's an open bag right here.
Open back. Yep. And believe it or not, this is what my house looks like. When I get ideas, this is how we have to roll. Over here, underneath the sleeve and device, you see what I got? I got a coin with some fun tack on it. You see it? See the fun tack? All right. Here's a little piece of your little popper. I'm going to put that on your shoulder. And I came a little prepared because when I went in my case, I took out. You got that music ready, available? Because I want to try something later when we're done here. Now I'm in experimental mode, okay? We're experimenting together. And hopefully I'll stimulate something in your mind that'll give you an idea. Are you okay? Not sick or nothing? You don't have a stomach ache? All right. If you did, I was going to let you go and take a break. You guys need a break? Okay. Look, there's the kernels of corn. You see? In my left sleeve, I have the popcorn, the white popcorn. Over here in my case, I have this. And over here, I have the salt shaker. You have this over here. So this is my method of popping popcorn. This is a coin with a little bit of fun tack on it. I just press it on top, and the kernels will stick to it. You see? So I only have really just enough. We put a little bit too much. You can keep those. Okay? I have just enough so that's the way they would stick. Palm the coin out. Sleeve the coin. Because it's magnetic, everything's gone. Pretend to put the kernels over here in your hand. Take the string, hands empty. As soon as that string pops, the left hand comes to the side, and you put your hands together, and you've popped popcorn. Take a little bit of salt to put it on. When I put the salt away, I just grab this, and as you're walking, just throw that in the sleeve for a minute to show your hands empty. Share the popcorn. Take the two popcorn together. This is in the sleeve. What happened now, see, we have the ultimate sleeving device, and we have too much stuff from the last show. So you have to know pocket management and sleeve management, because if you have too much stuff tucked in the magnet, that's not going to happen, all right? What do you like now? Let's take the sleeving device off. Okay. when you put the salt shaker on, here, just drop your hand down, sleeve the corn, drop the hand down to the side, and you've turned popcorn into an ear of corn. Any questions? Can you put that music on? I want to try a new trick that I just thought of. And if I could pull this off, I want to get your review on it. Go ahead, give me some music. Oh, no, not this one. I'm going to save that for later. Go back to that other music. Go ahead. You can help me. You can stay here. Just hold that.
That's cool.
That was cool, right? All right. Sit down. Want me to explain it to you or self-explanatory?
That's very cool.
So let's say we do this. Let's say I have a stooge and I have Dan Harlan write his name on the egg.
All right.
Right, you're my stooge. Right
Sure, sure.
Write it on the egg.
All right.
Go ahead. Write
So let
Okay.
me do it so I can do it again because I know what my job is.
Okay, now see, this is the real egg, right? So let's just have that real egg. And I've never performed this. You like it? I may keep
Yeah.
it. Listen, I got a lot of stuff like this. I wish we can go till it's 9 o'clock. I'm supposed to be done at 9.
No, not at all. No, everybody gets their money's worth at 9 usually, but you've done so much stuff, they got their money's worth in the first hour. So now it's all bonus no matter
Okay,
what.
well then I'm going to use this opportunity for me to create and develop some magic for myself, okay?
sweet.
So now, here's the egg. So now, this is a hard-boiled egg. So now let's say I go to you, Dan, and I throw the egg to you, and I ask you to write your name on the shell.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it exactly the same.
But we don't have the shell here, so
fair
we
enough.
can't.
Fair
okay?
enough. Boom, boom, boom.
So now
Got
here.
it.
So now crack the egg, take all the shells, put them in a glass, right? Now here's what isn't a hard-boiled egg.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a bite of it. Hands are empty. Come over here. Switch it for the other egg. As you put that there, you want to clean up, so you want to sleeve this egg. So now your hands are clean, and now you made their name appear back on the egg. Mm-hmm. And guess what? Crack it, and it's a real egg. Is that good or what?
Yeah, it's good.
You
It's
love
good.
it?
I'll tell you what I would suggest, since this is the first time you're trying it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dan.
I would say that you take the hard-boiled egg, and whether it's signed or not signed doesn't matter. And you peel the shell off of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And you take that and you just keep it in your hand.
The shells.
Keep the shells in your hand, and take a bite out of the egg.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then after you take a bite out of the egg, then you take the shells and you sprinkle them. Right?
I love
Sprinkle
it.
them.
And that shows your left hand empty.
Yeah.
Good.
And then you show that the egg
Good.
now has a shell on it. Boom, crack
Good.
it, and it's gone back to.
I needed you yesterday for a couple hours. You understand?
Yeah.
I needed you yesterday for a couple hours. All right, so that's that. That's that. I don't know what else to do now. Oh, you want to see something else? Did I? What? What's so funny? All right, this is the egg with your name on it, right?
Yeah.
Takes about 40 minutes. Look.
Oh, that's great.
Fried into an egg.
Great, yeah.
I just thought of that. It's one of my things in the pile
Yeah.
here. So here, it's a little egg. I made it a little heavier by putting some coins in it. So now it's very easy to sleeve, you know, like this, sleeve it in your hand. This is a real egg. It's a real egg here. Bang, bang. As they're watching here, to switch, just palm this. As both hands come together like that, you got this. They're watching that. You got the egg right here. Everybody's watching that. Just sleeve it. Now we can cover some sleeving. I want to cover some sleeving. Look, once you sleeve a coin, let's say we're going to pretend to put it in the left hand. When this hand drops to the side, the fingers just come up and sleeve the coin. It's gone. Now you can put a little pressure on your jacket that keeps the object from falling out. As soon as it falls out, you can take it, put it into your thumb palm, and then produce it this way. Or you can vanish a coin directly just by coming up like this, put it in your hand, it's gone. You don't have to drop your hand down to the side. Centrifugal force makes it come right to your fingers without dropping your hand down to the side. Just like this. Now if you want, you can show nothing here. As you go to do a little bit of back palming, put it in the back palm, and then you can produce your coin. So you don't have to drop your hand down to the side to retrieve your object. You can use centrifugal force and produce it this way. This is a trick that Emilio Jarro performed. A lot of people ask me all the time, can you demonstrate it? Can you demonstrate it? I'm going to demonstrate it now. Are we making a mess? We're making a mess?
I haven't noticed.
We got any questions from my friends from Italy? This is my basics of sleeving DVD that covers all the sleeving moves that we're doing here. Who's going to practice this?
I am.
My birthday is June 12th. Anybody near there? Huh? Your
It's
mother's?
his mother's birthday. Come on, you got to give
This
it
is
to him.
for you, man. All right. But listen, if I'm giving you this, I want you to practice because your performance is going to reflect on me. You understand what that means? And I'm standing on great shoulders. I've studied from the master Slidini. We've been around a long time, Dan. So I want to see you perform. Any questions on the flip tip, handkerchief, magnet, stampede? You want to just improvise?
Here's one thing.
I
Okay.
just saw
All right, you can
something.
improvise on anything that you want to do.
Yeah.
But one thing that we did
ahead.
say is that you might show us some sleeving techniques or replacements where you don't need a jacket.
We're going to do that.
We're going to get to that, right?
As soon as I
Yeah.
get tired of doing all of this,
No, that's cool. That's
I'm
cool.
going to take a little break.
That'll keep
and
keep everybody around.
And
'cause
I'm
I wanna
going
see
to put
those.
on a shirt because I think a lot of people need to learn how to sleeve in a shirt too.
Yeah.
But the problem with a shirt, you don't have all these pockets to do pocket management. I think you wanted me to show you how to cut a tie in half. Here's something I just thought of while I went over there. We got a lot of stuff to do. You got that music ready?
The
You
one
wanna
we've
give
been
me
waiting
some-
on, right?
No, that's another music.
No.
But
Just-
you know, we can incorporate that into this. Let me see.
Yeah?
Let me
Yeah?
just do something. Yeah, okay? You got it. I got a nice little effect. I'm going to put it in this pocket right here. We'll do that later. Okay?
All right.
Give me that. I had a deck of cards here. Deck of cards. Hold on. Everybody have a marker? Listen, trust me, I'm
Yeah, I got
really
another
not
one.
disorganized. When
No,
we
that's
do
the
a
magnetic
show.
one.
It's
Will the
just
magnetic
that's
one still
magnetic
work?
one? That's for sleeving, to vanish something.
Yeah.
You want it? Why don't you take that?
All right.
Martinka made that for me. He's going to be
I'm
making
not going to
a whole
argue
bunch.
with you.
Yeah, no. If you ever want to vanish a marker, you want to do it.
Yeah.
Here, we're going to do a card trick. We're going to do Slidini's newspaper tear. I'm going to do something that I have in this pocket. And then I'm going to do the thing that I just thought of when I went over there. You got everything under control. You wanted to see something with the 8-ball. You want to know what the 8-ball was?
Yeah.
All right. Then I hate to have to turn my back on you, but here's how it goes. You have to, because you asked the question. I play a lot of pool, and I go to the pool bars, and people ask me to do a trick. So here's one of my tricks that it's impromptu when people ask you to do a trick. Okay? Look, see what this is?
Yeah.
You're his girlfriend. He asked to trick you. Hold on to this. Hold on to that. Okay, put your hands like this. Move them up a little bit high like this. Now close your hands. Now open this hand like this. Open up, look. I'm going to take the chalk from here. The chalk's going to travel straight from your hand. All gone, up your arm. And now open up your hand and look what you got. The chalk in his hand. So we're doing the ash trick combined with the saw shape. But now we just want to take it a little step further. Give me all of this. Here it is. And then that's how we get the 8-ball.
Yeah,
so it's a
neat.
combination of doing the ash trick with
Yeah.
this last minute, and that's one of my tricks at playing pool.
Yeah.
I got another one too.
Sure.
Okay. You're holding a pool stick like this, right? People want to see a trick. Take off your ring, put it in the left hand, go grab the stick and drop the ring right on the stick. As you pick it up like this, have somebody hold one end of the stick, and now the ring is on the stick.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. It's a classic ring-on wand, but
ring
done in
on
a really
wand,
cool
but the
way.
wand, you don't have to, it's right up in your face like this, the stick. All you have to do is just cover it like this, it drops, and then you've already, they think it's over here.
Yeah.
I freak people out when I'm playing pool. Here's a nice little trick. Ring on finger. You want to see a ring on finger? Yeah. Look, here's a ring, like this, like that, gone, on your finger. If you hold the ring like this, it does it all by itself. You see? So just by taking a ring, open up, and it goes on your finger. So now let's say we have a coin. We're going to take the coin. We're going to make the coin disappear. It's gone. Now take the ring off, put the ring in your finger, rub your hand, the coin comes back, and the ring is on the finger. Should we explain it? That's a boring trick. But I just thought of it. What do you want?
It's a fun trick, but that's one for people who are just, they already know how to do that stuff, if they're into it. But it's a good combination, right?
Good combination,
Yeah.
good combination. We're going to put on some music now.
Which music you want?
I want that music that she was playing before when I said no.
All right, so we're going to that one.
So we're going to do this, and you see where I put my cards? Here. Here, you can hold these. Should I hold them or put them somewhere else? Doesn't matter. I'll put them on the table. Oh, we need a cigarette here. Okay, we're ready for the music. I'm going to be demonstrating for you now Slidini's newspaper tear and card productions, and I'll explain it. Okay?
Yeah.
Any questions?
No, we're good.
Good. How many people do they think are actually here? Do they think like there's 500 people here when they're watching home?
Don't know.
Whoa, so many people. Your name on the card. Any questions? Here's what I wanted to show you. Know what that is? Coal. Into a diamond. Explain it? Take a break? What do you want to do? Explain what?
I've got a great idea. Let's let people work most of that out. We'll come back later and explain the Slidini newspaper tear, but let's get Greg up right now. I think it's a great
Let's
time
do that.
for both you and I to take a little break, you know,
think so.
and let Greg do his stuff.
They
Sound
wanted
cool?
me to cover the cut and restore tie. Let me just get that out of the way.
Which
so I don't
one?
have to do it. Cut and restore tie. They wanted a cut and restore tie. So let me just do
Oh,
that
the
one.
cut and restore tie. Yeah,
Okay,
and then
here you go.
then we'll
Okay.
get Greg.
Look,
Yeah.
over here, I got a little piece right there, right?
Yep.
So we're gonna put the scissor right there. When you go grab the scissor, grab that little piece, take it out, take the tie, take it from the center, add the little piece to the center. That's the fake piece. Cut the tie. There's the two pieces. There's the string. Let go of the pieces, and you restore your tie. All right? Yeah. Peace, man. I'll see you later. See you later.
Yeah. All right.
Dan.
So let's see. I'm going to introduce Greg here. It's Greg Irwin. Is that right? Yeah. I'm going to make sure I got it right. And some of you may not have heard of Greg Irwin, and some of you may already know exactly who he is. And the reason that he is here today is because a lot of the things that Rocco's doing and things that you have to do involve dexterity. You know, being able to control your fingers in various ways. This guy pioneered the work on practice exercises for developing that kind of dexterity. So please join me in welcoming Greg Irwin. Hey, man.
Thank you. It's all finger business, and I hope you can get it from anyone. And Rocco is one of my favorite musicians in the world. And I'm not a musician, I'm a prestidigitator. But boy, I learned I didn't know much about pocket management and sleeve management, but I got my glove management down. So I'm just going to show you just a little bit of a demonstration, performance, and then talk a little bit about how this applies to magic. So when we start the music, that'd be great. Get in tight if you can on this. musician, many years ago, just wanted to see if I could control all of my fingers one at a time. And I developed this idea, whereas if you just exercise your fingers, this really helps your finger independence, strength, dexterity, and coordination. So I consider a musician, a magician, to be a small muscle athlete. And so if you want to really extend your ability with your hands, develop your hands for better performance, I think it's really important to do these exercises on a daily basis. And one thing I just want to show you real quick is bend, fold, tap, push. Doing these 4 exercises on a daily basis, like push-ups and sit-ups for your hands, and then you can start doing it one at a time. And this is where it really helps develop your finger independence. And what's great about this is you can practice anytime, anywhere. It's a great way to warm up, and it's also just great to have your hands having the ability to hands raised. You can play music better, computers, magic, whatever. And so, Rocco, I first met him in 2009 at FISM, and we had a great time in Beijing a few times doing some performances together. So it's an honor to be with some of the best hands in the world, and thank you, Penguin Magic, for having me here. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Finger fitness.
Cool. Rocco, are you? Keep it going for Greg. Greg, thank you very much for that. Rocco, are you set to do something?
Well, somebody mentioned something about Twizzlers. I got ready to do something for them.
Awesome. Yeah, let's see it.
I think I want to show you how to vanish the cigar. I didn't get a chance to get changed. I like to have a little music, though. I'm just going to improvise now. I'm just going to grab stuff as we're working. Then I want to show you some delight.
Yep, sounds good.
You got any music? I like that song, Plum. Let's try that one.
Your baby blues, so full of wonder.
Okay, let's
Your
try that.
curly
Okay?
cues,
Let's see where we are, just to give you an idea.
to smile. And as I watch, you start to grow up. All I can do is hold you tight, knowing clouds will rise. Storybooks are full of fairy tales of kings and queens.
Gone. Where are we? Can we stop that for a second? Can we stop there for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, look. If you take a cigar, and you take all the tobacco out of the cigar, it still looks like a cigar. You can light your cigar. It smokes like a cigar. And now you can vanish the cigar in a thumb tip and make it disappear.
Oh, that's great.
By taking the tobacco out of the cigar.
That's cool.
If you have a magnet in the tip, you can sleeve it, and then it stays stuck to the magnet. What are we covering now? The newspaper? Do I need to explain that?
The newspaper, yeah, absolutely.
Explain it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You sure?
You got one ready to go or not?
Yeah.
Yeah? Then definitely, yeah, I'd like to see it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that pipe that I had, this was made by me by Las Vegas Magic. It's one of those pipes. I really freaked somebody out one day because I took a little bit of plastic like this. I took a little bit of plastic and I put it inside the pipe like this. And I said, you gotta try this stuff. You're really not smoking
No.
plastic.
No.
It's electronic cigarette that put into the barrel. So you're not smoking nothing. But I fooled my friend. He thought I was nuts. Smoking plastic. So now we'll take a little bit of flash paper. We're going to put this in here. This is the pipe. This was in my sleeve when I started. I'm going to show you some card moves with the cards with the jagged edges. Did you see where they went? Here they are. Here they are. The newspaper. It takes 4 newspapers to make 1 newspaper. Okay? I'm going to explain this. This was actually taught to me first by Bill Wish. He was my first guy that I went to study magic with, Bill Wish. Great magician. He showed me a lot of nice moves. And he actually taught me this before I went to learn it from Slidini. Okay? This is 1 newspaper. And this is another newspaper. It takes 4 newspapers to make 1. Okay? That's what happens when you put too much glue. It's okay. Okay? So you see now there's a pocket here that's 10.5 inches. See the pocket? 10.5 inches. You take a newspaper, you cut off that page, and you glue it right there. This gets folded like this, like this, like this, and like this. Now you have another pocket here, same newspaper, but this is only 6.5 inches. Okay? Do we have to get another one, or could we make?
It's fine as long as it'll work.
This is
Yeah.
explanation, but if you want it perfect,
No, you know,
Give
if
me
it
a
works,
couple
don't even
minutes.
ruin another one. I
Okay,
think that's
all
fine.
right. So here you go. Because so now they get folded this way, this way, this way, and this is the way Slidini would have it in his case when he approached an audience. So now he would take this out. This gets folded not in half, just a quite little bit off, and you see that little point right there? That goes in the newspaper. Any other questions from our friends abroad?
This is the bigger pocket.
This is the smaller pocket
Yeah.
now. Smaller pocket.
Yeah, that piece goes into the smaller pocket.
Smaller pocket, and it's laying down like this to get picked up. When I go to pick it up, I also pick up the pipe, and then whenever I get a chance, my hand comes down to the side, and I just load my pipe sleeve with the pipe. So now you show the newspaper, front and back. When you rip it, the right hand goes in front of the left. You lift up, turn to the right, rip it, the right hand goes in front of the left. Keep your fingers there all the time. Fold it in half. Goes in front of the left. Turn to the left, put your finger here, get that packet over, rip it, and put them in front. So now all the pieces that are ripped are here. This is the original pack. Turn it over, turn it to the right, take the packet with you here, and rip the rest of the papers. So now you have all the ripped papers.
Turn a little bit so we can see it. Your head's in the way. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. That's perfect.
So this is where the pieces are. This is what they see from the front. So you out jog it a little bit to the right and a little bit down. Now, this is why we didn't fold the paper in half. Your thumb goes in here, your fingers go in there, thumb goes here, and then when you turn the paper over, everything opens. You take that little flap, and all the pieces go into the compartment. And then when you open up the newspaper, you show that the newspaper has restored itself, and all the pieces are in the 10.5 inch compartment. So now I roll it up, take a little bit out, take a little piece like this, roll it, make myself a little. When that lights, drop the hand down to the side. There's the barrel. Just touch it to the flash paper. That's going to flash, crumble it up into a little piece of paper, and you produce a pipe that's lit. All right? The cards, here's the new move I wanted to show you. This is a move I learned from Bill Wish. This is how I got the card in the mouth. Would you like to see how I got the card in the mouth?
Sure, yeah.
This is a move from Bill Wish. You could take the card, you break open half the pack. As you pretend to put the card in, this card goes into the tenkai palm as your finger shoots out one card that looks like you just put it in the center, but it's actually here. So you take one card, put it in the pack, here. Now you can lap it, load it into your wallet, or just go to push it and load it back on top. That's what I did, okay? And then this, when I palmed the card off, as I was doing a cup, I just did this, this, and this. And then when I went to take the cigarette out of my mouth, I just loaded it into my mouth. Now the benefit of having these cards with these rigid edges is that now the card's grip in your hand. You can do transfers from left to left, your hands continually gripping. To do the tenkai palm, the cards are continually gripping. So now we're going to do a tenkai palm, but we're going to produce not just from the bottom, but we're going to steal with the left hand from the bottom. So it looks like this. You got about 15 cards. So you got a card, vanish it, card. Now you're stealing from the bottom as you're producing cards.
Can you turn the other way so we can see the exposed view of stealing from the bottom?
Yes,
like
I
that
can.
with using both hands?
Okay? So now you're producing from the front.
Yeah, just brushing forward and backward with the hand. Nice.
So you're stealing from the bottom of the pack with your right hand and your left hand. So at the same time, you come up and produce a card. Vanish the card. Produce both at the same time. Throw that one away. As this one goes away, steal from the bottom. As you come back, steal from the bottom. And you can pass your hands from back to forth, especially with the special deck. And this is, instead of just producing the cards in this position, now you're producing from the bottom of the deck at the same time to give the illusion that you're producing cards. Okay?
Yeah.
That's my new move to produce cards from the tenkai palm with both hands.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right? We have another deck of cards around? Nope. Any questions? We got Twizzlers, that. We could turn coffee. We can make tea. We can cook. I can make tea.
Now I know.
Would you like to see? I can make tea.
Yeah, can you?
What
You want to
I'm
make tea
working
right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I know you were planning on changing and showing us some other stuff.
Yeah, just to show you
do
what kind of shirt you need if you want to do sleeving.
Yeah. Do you need some time while
we'll
you're
do that.
changing?
Yeah, but
make tea and then.
I'm gonna make tea.
All right.
I'm going to make tea. It's tea bag. Tea bag. Whoa! Oh, it's hot. It's hot. But that's the tea. Okay? All right. It was hot. Okay. So now, here's a little squeeze ball. If you have real hot tea in this squeeze ball, you can have that in the right sleeve. This was a little tea cup. Have it in the left sleeve. And those tea bags, I've had these tea bags made by Panda Magic it's all flash paper, but it looks like a tea bag. So now when you light your tea bag, you can produce a cup of tea, but there's nothing there. Steal the little squeeze ball and then just squeeze the hot tea in it like this. And then you can show that it's really hot tea and they can drink it and you use this little gimmick to squeeze the tea. Ba-boom. That's tea. All right.
Ba-boom.
Back into the mouth. Here's an interesting ideas with some delights. You know what delights are? Yeah. All right. Want to do sponge ball delights? Somebody said that. All right, let's try that. You mind if I turn my back to get set?
No, no problem.
You sure?
Yeah, sure. It's all good.
Okay, this is interesting. Look, you got your delights, you got your delights, you got your delights, and turns into 2 balls. Why not? You can still have your things palmed here and still do all your moves with delight, all your moves with delight, and then, boom, turn them into 2 sponge balls. So if we're going to do that, let's do a heart sponge ball and a little silk. Let's roll the silk into a little ball like this. All right, let's put the sponge ball over here, and let's take the delights and do the same thing. Look, here's the delights, delights, delights. Take the red delight, turn it into a silk, and take this delight and turn it into a sponge ball. So you can still manipulate while having an object palmed. You can have a rose in your hand palmed while you're doing a delight. You have a rose like this, back and forth, back and forth. The rose is just in a tenkai palm like that. Here, delight, delight. You got 2 delights, and then bang, turn them into a rose. Who got a rose? Let me play with it. Let me try this. The thing, it melts, but that's okay. You see, the idea that you got a delight, delight, see, delight, 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 and then you can turn that into a rose. I guess you could. I don't like this. It is possible. It is possible. But I like the fact that you can have a sponge ball in your hand like this. See? Put it here, take the sponge delight, and just turn it into a ball. You can still use delights while having something palmed in your hand. All right, what do you want to cover now?
Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to change because this is a perfect segue for me to do a little something.
Yeah?
Yeah, all I need is one of these guys.
Wonderful.
Yep.
All right.
And it's a perfect segue. So you get ready to show us what kind of shirt and everything that we need, and I'm going to do
Right.
this. All right, cool. All right. So I don't know if you guys have been out in the woods lately. I like to go out every once in a while, yeah, sure. Oh, hey, it's Rocco, everybody. Hey, I recognize that guy. So I like to go out in the woods every once in a while. I go camping. I also do a little bit of hunting. I don't hunt the way that most people hunt. Like, I don't go for big game. Actually, I go for some of the smallest game that there is. I hunt things that are called sprites. You guys know what sprites are? Well, they're kind of like fairies, but sprites have really sharp teeth. Yeah, so they're harder to catch. I mean, anybody can catch a fairy. It's pretty easy to do. You just have to buy a ticket and be there on time. Yeah, no, but a sprite is a little bit more difficult to catch. So actually, I brought one with me here. Yep. You recognize them by their bright red color. So yeah, you can turn the lights down a little bit. Are we still over there? Yeah, so everybody can see. That's what a sprite looks like. They only light up when they get really angry. You know, so you have to be really careful with them. Actually, it's biting the inside of my hand as I'm talking here, but I'm willing to put up with it. You know, the pain that it's causing me because they're so darn tasty. Oh, do you want to try one? It's really good. You could have one if you want to. You're not interested in it? Have you ever had a Sprite before? They grind them up now and they put them in cans. You've probably seen it, you know. It's a can of Sprite. You've never seen that, yeah? Well, actually, what's kind of cool about it is that they're starting to come out into places like this, you know, more urban areas. As a matter of fact, with the lights this low, I can actually see a couple of them flying around here. So there's one, yeah. And there's one close to you. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. There's one right there. Yeah, good. I got that. So basically, I have now 3 of them. And let me just see if... Fresh ones are the best. The crunching, I love the crunching of their tiny little skulls. Yeah. Now you do have to be careful because they do wriggle around a little bit, so you don't want to be talking while you're eating them. I'm like, just don't. So, oh wait, no. See, I'm talking and it got it up into my ear canal. Hold on a second. There we go. Sometimes you can put it through. I have nothing stopping it, so it'll go right through. But no, that one's kind of feisty. I'm going to save that one for later, and that's what I do with Sprites. All right, welcome back, Rocco.
So here's what I did. Here's the shirt. There's no buttons here, because normally if you button a button, it's going to take half the distance away. So I took to a tailor. I had him sew it like this and put a little piece inside to keep it its form. So this is pretty much a perfect shirt to sleeve, coins, gone, to retrieve things. You still have your entry form. Now, I guess I'll show you. So you can sleeve with a jacket. Now, you can do this. Look, I'm never going to use my sleeves. Look. And it's gone. It locks it right in until you release your sleeve, and then it comes into your position, and you can put it into this position. So this is the way to get your shirts prepared. The buttons aren't attached here. The tailor sewed it so there's no buttons, so you have this opening, and this gives you perfect ability to sleeve whatever you want. Like, for example, let's take a $50 and turn it into 2 quarters. For some reason, I know people love that trick. All right, look, here's a $50, okay? See the $50? Even a $50. See the $50? You can do a couple moves with it, and then here, and you split it into 2 quarters. $50 into 2 quarters. Here it is. You got 1 quarter, another one, and just like this, look, back into a $50. So you're able to sleeve an object while having something palmed in your downs palm. So let's have these in the downs palm just like this. See? You can take your coin, pretend to put it here. It comes over here. You could always show just 1 coin. As your hands come down here, throw that in the sleeve and come up with the 2 quarters. You've turned them into 2 quarters. Drop your hand down to the side, steal the $50. Take 1 of the quarter, switch it for the $50 already, sleeve the quarter in the left hand, and now you've turned it back into a $50. Any questions? Sleeving a lighter is very simple. Same thing, because it fits perfect, but can't pretend to put the lighter there, here, and sleeve. You can show that there's nothing there until you come over there, then you produce that. Or if you want, you could take this and turn it into a blue pen and then re-sleeve whatever you want there. Pen is easy to sleeve. If you take a pen and you press the button down so that it's writing position, that spring in itself causes the propelling of the object to fly. So now you can have it like this down. As soon as you press that button, have it here so it writes. As soon as you press that button, it shoots in the sleeve all by itself. You don't have to do anything at all. Just go like this, press the button, bang, and it's gone. Because you're using the spring from the pen to shoot up your sleeve.
That's super
All
fun.
right.
That's great.
Yo, you want to take a break?
No, I'll tell you what, man. All right, look. We've gone 3 hours solid. You've shown us tons and tons of stuff. I don't want to overwork you. Instead, I suggest maybe you do one thing, maybe 2 things, and then we'll talk for a little while, and we'll wrap this thing up. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah? Sound like a good idea? All right.
Can I put my jacket?
Yeah, sure,
Do you need
sure.
to see anything more about this and how you can sleeve with a shirt if you have the shirt made so you have a nice opening on it? Okay, you follow me?
Yeah, it makes
Coins,
perfect sense.
cards, you can't have tremendous big things, but it's always good to know how to sleeve with a shirt on.
Yeah. Yeah, so you want to put your jacket back on?
I think so.
All right, all we're going to do is I'm going to set up the stage here. So if you do that, I'll grab the chairs and maybe a table, and we'll get this ready.
Something I wanted to say.
Yeah, sure, Greg. I'll tell you what, you didn't have a microphone on. We didn't think of this through very well. So come over here and stand with me, and you can say whatever you want to say.
I've been hanging out with Rocco for 4 or 5 years. Been great friends, and just talking about this last day or so, play is the highest level of research. Albert Einstein.
Yeah.
And when I've been with Rocco, I constantly see him, he's doing this and that, and you really witnessed it tonight. He was improvising a lot of things and made up things as he went. And he's playing like a kid,
Yeah.
I think. And if we all keep this in our hearts and keep that creativity, that's when you will come up with new things. And you take what Rocco has, or maybe some of the exercises I have, you apply them to what you do, what your niche is, and that's how you find, I think, your own magic or what you do best.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's absolutely true
Does that
because
make sense?
because well, it makes perfect sense. A lot of magicians, especially if they've been in this business for a while, they tend to become more stale in what they're approaching, or they just read something as it's written and they perform it that way instead of surrounding themselves with interesting things that capture their attention, which will also capture the attention of an audience, and trying to find unique ways of presenting it. And that really does come back to just being able to play. As we get older, we lose that sense of play and we start to try to stick to strict rules. Well, it's a lot more fun because we're creating a fantasy for people to break all of those rules,
That's
to
right.
just combine things
right.
in weird ways and come up with something interesting.
I
Yeah.
showed Rocco something I've been working on. I've been doing finger fitness for 30 years and still playing. I came up with something new, and nobody's seen this yet. I don't think anybody does this in the world.
Yeah,
I'm going to show
let's
this
see.
for the
All right,
first time.
yeah.
A lot of times, I've done these finger fitness folds for a while, but instead of doing both hands at the same time, I'm going to isolate one, where these two fingers come down, and then these two fingers come down. And so at the same time, let's see, this is a new one. I'm doing isolated double folds, and I'm pretty sure that's the first time that's ever been seen. So, playing
And I'll tell you, if anybody is trying any of this stuff, it's not easy to immediately do those kinds of isolations. They've got to learn, and the best way is they can learn from what you're teaching
finger
them.
fitness,
Yeah, finger fitness. Yeah.
and it's like push-ups and sit-ups. It's getting your chops together on basic levels, learning the ABCs, and then taking it farther.
Yeah.
So, anyway, it's just been. I'm not a magician. It's just been unbelievable to watch what Rocco does, and I'm inspired to do some. I think some of this stuff too. Anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Well, thanks
you very
for
much,
joining
David.
us, Greg. Thanks. It's here for Greg. Woo! Thank you. All right. You want to do one more thing, or do you want to just sit down and talk? Couple of things. Let me get these out of your way then. Let me get
You know
that.
what this is, Greg?
Yeah, that's like some kind of twine, isn't it? Or no, it's a straw. It's
Straw.
a real straw.
See?
Yeah.
Straw.
Yeah.
I'm going to make something out of the straw.
All right.
What do you want to make?
I would like a gold ring, solid gold, 24 karat solid gold
Ain't going to
ring.
happen out of a straw basket.
Well, happened for Rumpelstiltskin, didn't it? Oh, that's cool.
A basket. And you know what's inside the basket?
No.
Little eggs.
Oh, eggs.
Little eggs.
I could nurture these little eggs until they grow into tiny. No, I'm going to eat them. These are good. You want one?
Dan, do you know what this is?
They taste like sleeve, though.
You know what this is? What's that look like to you? Any idea what this
It looks
might
like
look like?
it looks like a flying saucer, but it's
Flying
too small.
saucer. Any idea what this looks like to anybody? What this is?
Yeah. What was that thing?
You don't know? Can you see? I'm going to show you. Look, ready?
Oh, it's a battery.
Battery.
Yeah, it was kind of like it was smaller,
Smaller.
before. Yeah, was that like a miniaturized?
No,
Yeah.
I just took a cap off
That's
from,
cool.
from a battery. We have this in a sleeve. I don't know what it is. Come down. It's a magnet on
Yep.
here, so it sticks right on the thing, and you turn it into a battery.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's
cool. It's a cool
I'm
idea.
just going through my bag of stuff here. There is a trick I want to show everybody.
All right.
Because this is the kind of beginning of sleeving was Emilio Jarro.
Yeah.
He did a sleeving move, and people ask me all the time, can you do it? And I'm going to try to do it with you. I don't know if
All right,
it's
with
going to
me?
work, but
Sure.
let's do it. Give me your hand like this.
Yep.
I'm going to take tobacco, put it in your hand like this. Okay, and take this little piece of paper, roll it like this, put it right there in the middle, pour everything in my hand right here.
Okay. I
Okay,
pour it in your
pour it
hand. Yeah.
Can you see everything? See the tobacco? Okay, watch this. Look, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Look.
Yeah.
And that's sleeving tobacco.
Right.
And if people don't want that trick, you could drop your hand down, take all your tobacco back, put it back in your hand, and say, here's your trick back.
Yeah.
And you're clean. That was an Emilio Jarro trick, the beginning of sleeving for me.
Very cool. Very cool. Yep. I can't applaud. I have. Well, wait a second. Let me, there we go.
all right. Can I show them another trick?
Yeah, should I do another trick? I'm going to get my notes here, and then we're going to talk.
Ideas to help them stimulate their mind. Look. Come here, I'll show it to you.
All right.
And then you have a bunch of stuff we want to talk about?
Yeah.
You sure we're still holding people's attention around
think
the
so.
world? All right, look. What am I doing?
You're dropping staples into your hand.
Yes, I am.
Yes.
See him? See him? Staples in my hand. Can you see him? Yeah, I can see him from there. Look. Oh, these guys can see just fine. Here,
Yeah,
put,
they're good
put
at
that in
this.
your hand.
Yep, sure.
Okay, look, I got the staples right here in my hand. You see?
Yep.
Watch this. Watch this. Just like that. Wait a minute. Look. Back to one piece.
Very cool.
All right?
Yeah.
We can explain that real fast. Look, this is in the left sleeve. This is a little magnet in a coin. So then when you sleeve all your things here, this is in the sleeve. Drop your hand down. All the staples stick to this. Sleeve the coin, and then just come and produce your staples and your restored staples.
Super fun.
That's a staple idea, all
Yep.
right? Are we done with ideas?
Well, that's up to you, but I think that we might want to just talk a little bit.
Okay.
Do you want to just talk a little bit?
Do they want to hear me talk?
Yes, I think so. We've got lots of questions to be answered.
You see what my
So,
sunglasses were, Greg? My sunglasses.
oh, your sunglasses. I got them here.
You got them?
Yeah.
So we covered about 2% of this stuff. I wanted to show you a little more. But maybe we'll do a couple other tricks while we're hanging out.
Yeah, it
What
could
do you
happen.
think? I don't know.
It could happen. Anything could happen. You know what? What I like most about the magic that you do, it's so neat.
Neat.
Like it's like everything is left in perfect order when you're done. If we could just get a time, it's like Rocco everywhere. It's like
When I was working at
you've
Crazy Horse,
exploded.
they told me, stop producing pretzels in your show because we're collecting too many mice.
Yeah.
Mice were showing up in the theater,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I had to stop doing the pretzels.
I like that you didn't do the glitter. You have it with you. Don't do it.
No,
don't do it.
Can I say hello to some
Don't do it.
people?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I want to say hello to Lu Chen. Lu Chen.
Yeah, right there, right there.
He's actually one of my favorite magicians of all time from China. I want to say hello to him. I want to say hello to Bogey. He's my promoter in Las Vegas, Phantasma Magic. They're coming out with a new magic set that's going to be going into Costco.
Nice.
That I'm part of. And Martinka Magic is carrying the delights from now on and all these new objects, items that you like. I'd appreciate it if you remember those names.
Yeah, check them out. Why does nobody ever ask me to do anything?
I don't know.
Whatever it is. Okay, all right, so you studied with Slidini. Let's start right off there. You met him. Now, was he the guy doing the Slidini silks when you were 19? Was you ran into him working a restaurant gig, or somebody else? Was somebody else?
It was a student of Slidini.
A student of Slidini's was performing them at that
He now
time.
works for the FBI. He gave
That
up
guy.
magic. Yeah,
Have you stayed in touch with him?
Yes, I have.
Because one thing that I know about you is that you wanted to be a spy.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. That's right. I was 19 years old. I wanted to work for the Secret Service.
And you studied, studied
19
criminology
years old
and studied
criminology, right.
to join to be a spy.
Yes.
Now, I'm not 100% sure that you're not. Nobody should be.
Right.
100%. You
cover?
could,
Do I look undercover?
it's a good cover, but
Can you get a picture of me and Dan? Can you get a picture of us right now and send it to me? All right?
yeah, he'll get it. Yeah. Get a picture of us and post it right now while we're doing
Right
this.
now, while we're posting.
So when did you?
Yeah.
You got it? You got it up? When did you meet Slidini finally?
I was 19 years old. I went into a restaurant to have dinner, and there was a guy doing magic there,
Yeah.
a student of Slidini. I took 10 classes with him. Then I went to some lectures, and I ran into a guy named Bill Wish, who was lecturing on Slidini magic.
Yeah.
I took a couple lessons with him, and then he called up Slidini, and he had me set up a meeting with him. And Slidini said he never met anybody who was crazy about magic as I was, and he took me out as his last student, and he taught me a lot of techniques on sleeving and lapping. And when you were studying with Slidini, you had to do exactly what he said. You couldn't veer off and use your own imagination. It was his way or no way.
Right.
If I showed him an idea, I liked it, that was great, he wouldn't like it.
If it was not his way, because he was set in his techniques, and a lot of his techniques were you had to sit down, you had to be at a table, absolutely.
But now I understand what that meant, because when I went to study with Slidini at first, I said I want to learn a couple tricks, basically because I want to meet girls, I want to impress girls. He said magic's got to come from the soul. I didn't know what that meant back then.
Right.
Just teach me some tricks. I'm doing coins to the table. I'm fooling everybody. I come show it to you, and you shake your head. Oh, you do this for people? No good. Well, no good. I'm fooling everybody else.
Right.
It had to be done a certain way, his way. because magic is a reflection of who we are. And it's art. It's a reflection of ourselves. It ain't just doing a trick. It's meaning behind it. And Slidini, as you see him perform with his music and his moves, now I understand what that means. That magic's got to come from the soul.
Yeah, yeah. And this is the other thing, you know, because he was so dedicated to perfection of all of his own techniques that I respect him for wanting you to learn it his way anyway.
Yes.
You know, if you're his student, you learn it his way. When you're not his student, you know, now you've got the knowledge, right? Yes. Now you've learned it. Now you can apply that any way that you want to.
Once you have the foundation, you're able to mix and match and draw out from that what you've learned from the masters.
Yeah. Now, all right. Now, let me just ask you this, because somebody did write this in. Did he share with you any secrets which you haven't shared with anybody else? Was there anything in confidence? And I'm not asking you to necessarily share it, but is there anything that he taught you that you haven't shared? If there is there something you can share? That's all I'm asking.
No, I've shared it all.
You shared it all.
If
right?
you want to understand his psychology, which is more important.
Right.
For example, you would be Slidini, and I would be sitting right across from you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as we're taking a lesson, and it's an hour-and-a-half lesson. It was an hour. You always go through an hour and a half. He would never say to me, "Your time is over. It's time to go. It's time to stop."
Right.
He would do this. He would like squint over my head. There's a clock over there. And he would squint like he's trying to make out what time it is. So I'm looking at what he's looking at. So I turn around to see what he's looking at, and I notice that it's time to go.
Yep.
He would direct my attention to the clock when it was time for the lesson. Instead of saying our time is over, he would look at the clock like to the point where he waited for me to turn around.
Yeah.
When I would turn around, I said, "Oh, the time is done." That's his psychology that he used.
Yeah.
He was a poor man, so he never worked with a lot of expensive props. He would take sticks from the trees that were his cigarettes, same deck of cards, coins, and he just used how to do his timing. His natural body language was his way to steal. The same time this hand reached the tabletop is the same time this hand would hit the lap.
Yeah.
Those same times. So I've taken those same principles and used them to the sleeve.
And I see that
people.
that's the thing with you. You know, when the attention goes here, that's the time that this happens over there.
That's
You
what's
know,
happening,
yeah, which is really, really great. The other thing that I love about your sleeving technique, and I don't know, I'm not that familiar with sleeving techniques that came before you, because when I studied sleeving, it was always, you know, here's the object, you false transfer and you sleeve it, and it's gone for a vanish. Most of the stuff that you do is that you're producing things, that you're loading on the offbeat, and then those objects are coming out later, and there's no way, because of the abundance of those objects, there's no way that they could all be coming from the sleeves. They just couldn't, you know? And they don't. They have to start somewhere else. And then they have to
get to the sleeves, and then they have to come out. Someone said, if you know 200 ways to reveal a chosen card, you know 200 card tricks. So it's really the same movements back and forth over and over again with different objects, and it creates different effects through what you loading up your sleeve. And it ain't just to produce. Emilio Jarro said in one of his books, if you use sleeving more than once in your show, you're doomed for failure. Well, that was before he considered Slidini's misdirection and his timing, combined that. Because I remember performing for Jerry Anderson, Channing Pollock, and they were right in the front row, and they said, "You know what, I had no idea you were using your sleeves till after you explained it."
Yeah.
I said, "So how did you think this stuff was happening?" They just get transcended, and that's what sleeving does. It's not just to vanish or produce, but it's to transform things, restore things. Just about anything your mind can imagine, you can accomplish with the sleeves.
Yeah, yeah, and to get the stuff loaded in the in transit and obvious action. You know, when you're bringing something else out, and the extra thing goes.
That is a very important move. We
know?
just tapped on the surface here. I'm hoping that everybody understands that the DVD covers it all really in detail. But here we just scratched the surface.
Sure. But I that's the stuff that I absolutely love. Now you also in your professional performances, all the ones that I've ever seen, you perform to music. You don't do a lot of speaking. You do some. Like, do you prefer music only, or do you like the jokes with the audience?
I like magic that you can do silent, that you can do with patter, or you can do with music.
Right.
If your magic fits in those categories, you have strong magic. Yeah. But for them to come into my world, I like to have the right music that just creates the right atmosphere. Like when I used to study with Slidini, he used to have what is that thing called when you play the piano?
Metronome.
Metronome.
Yeah.
And he used to have it beat. So when we did our magic, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So everything was timed
Yeah.
to the music. And most of the music that I use is 72 beats a minute, which is the natural beat of our heartbeat.
Sure.
So when you're watching the magic perform with this nice slow music, you just get transcended into
Yeah.
the world. So I think music and magic for me go together very good. I do speak just if I want to throw some lines in to get a laugh here and there.
Right, right. And but you know, obviously, when you started doing a lot more international performances, it made sense to be able to work silent to music.
Nowadays,
you know.
it's very important.
It's almost
you do
critical
have a
now, yeah.
translator, but
Yeah.
you're better off working to music if you want to travel the world.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Now, does your technique for sleeving differ much from stage to close up? You know, depending on the size of the audience, do you change it up much at all? Or
Not really. You
it's-
just use bigger objects when you're performing on stage.
Yeah.
And normally when you're walking, that covers all your body language, to load and steal. You know, we can cover a little sleeving a little bit in more detail if we have time today.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you right now, I think what you've covered has given everybody so much food for thought that I don't want to go too much crazier for them. If they absolutely want to follow up on it, they know how to do it. They know to get the information, you know, from that DVD that covers everything in detail. Just like you said, we can really only scratch the surface, and we can see various things that you can do with the techniques here. But there's no way unless they take all of the time to study it. And that's something that I want to question is. When you first decided, so you're taking lessons, taking lessons from Slidini's student and then from him, and he wasn't a big proponent on sleeving at all.
Oh,
and
he hated it.
Right, exactly. When did you run in to the idea of sleeving? Was it Emile Jarrow that first made you think of it, or did it happen some other way?
In Bobo's book, they talk about Dr. Roberts' method of sleeving with the snap.
Yeah.
And I just thought, why not be able to show your hands empty after you vanish a coin instead
Sure.
of doing those as hand washing? And then I started working on my own techniques using Slidini's timing and misdirection. Right. And then I was getting ready to go compete in the Las Vegas Desert Seminar in 1987, and you had to do both close-up and stage. So I knew that I had to develop some more sleeving techniques that can reach a broader audience.
Yeah. Was there a turning point for you where you realized that you could cover loading? Here's the thing. There are objects that you have in play that nobody ever sees.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, and you're usually 3 steps ahead.
And you're 3 steps ahead, right? Yeah. When was that turning point for you? When was the revelation that you could bring something out, hide something else, have it prepared, bring it into play, take it out of play, and nobody attach it, and nobody even knew that thing was there. You're making staples vanish with a magnet that nobody sees onto another magnet.
Right, to bring your little gimmicks and gaffes in and out without them seeing it. And if you're using sleeving, I mean, the first time I did the ice trick, it was like this. We were at Fechter's, and I was at the bar, and somebody says, "Oh, can you do a trick right out now with no preparation?" I said, "What am I going to do?" So I reached over like this in someone's drink, and I just grabbed a handful of ice, and I just threw it in my sleeve. And I said, "Give me your lime." He gave me his lime, dropped a few pieces of lime in my hand. Next thing you know, it turned into ice. So when you have the ability to sleeve, your mind stimulates ideas like this.
Yeah.
It's very easy to come up with ideas in everyday life. You don't have to look far with magic. It's right all around you. And I'm showing that behind us here. We got another 2-hour lecture right here.
I know, yeah. And literally, there's any, you said, if it fits, sleeve it. Any object that you can get there, you can do something interesting with it, you know? Yeah, Greg, you had a question.
When you put the cigarette in the sleeve.
Oh yeah, I was going to get to the weird stuff. So Greg's asking about the cigarette up the sleeve. Do you burn yourself?
No.
Not so bad.
Not too bad.
But you have. I know you have.
I have.
Right?
I have. I did a lecture in London, and I vanished a cigarette, and then somebody asked me a question. I started answering the question, and then somebody said, "How do you make that smoke come out of your sleeve?" I said, "Oh, so if you vanish something lit, you can't leave it in there too long because it's going to burn you eventually.
Yeah.
But if you take a lit cigarette and you put it on your hand, You can live.
Sure.
So that's the same way in your jacket. Unless you have a silk lining, then it's going to burn it right away.
Yeah, right. It's all just a matter of control and having the guts to do it. And then also when you do burn yourself, you just can't react in front of the audience until later. And then And then you put a little something on it.
We've done everything from magic, man.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I used to do. I'm not suggesting anybody ever does this. I used to do razor blade swallowing, and you'd cut yourself. You'd cut yourself if you do it, and you just go on. Nobody has to know.
That's right.
So, okay. How about if somebody is getting started in sleeving? Like they're watching it right now, they've never tried it. And you did me a little beginner class here, which is what I think important for them to see. That a Sharpie marker is an easy thing to vanish, to sleeve, and to change for something else.
Exactly.
So, what's like a good trick though? Is there a good single trick that might be a good one for them to know? Maybe a coin trick that's really simple, or something like that. Something that they would probably have the props for, either a Sharpie marker or a coin, or maybe a combination of both. And it's a very simple trick that would make sense to them.
Okay.
What would be a good simple thing for somebody to start with?
We'll make one up right now.
You want to make up a simple one?
Okay.
Okay. What do we have?
Okay. We'll take these 2 pieces of gum.
All right, 2 pieces of gum.
No.
One.
One
pieces of gum.
1 piece of gum. 1 piece of gum.
English is my second language.
This one I
Do you know my first language? I've done this joke so many times, I can't believe I'm doing it to you.
Go ahead. What is it?
You want to hear my first language?
Yes, I do. Yeah, okay. That's funny. All right, let's try this. This is an easy trick that they can do.
Okay.
Man, I know I've seen you do some tricks with gum.
Yeah.
But you're a clever guy too, man. You're a clever guy right here. Okay, look.
Yeah.
Take a piece of gum here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to fit in here.
Yep.
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 Okay. Push it down a little bit.
Sure.
Okay. Push it up a little bit. Right.
Yep.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because it fell out.
That's actually kind of cool, though.
It is kind of cool because it happened anyway.
And that's right. Yeah. And there you go.
It happened anyway.
And that's the thing. I think that's actually a good point in showing that trick. That a simple entry for them to sleeve is to reverse sleeve, is to do something where it's a production or a change or something like that.
Here's a real fun, easy one.
All right. Let's see.
No sleeving of Bob, just a retrieval.
Yeah.
Right? Take one of those. Give
Sure.
me one of them.
Yep. Yeah, Hershey's Kiss.
What'd you say it was?
A Hershey's Kiss. Is it? Yes, it's actually a legitimate one.
Yep.
Made by the fine Hershey's Company in Hershey,
Right,
Pennsylvania.
Exactly. And the paper are making it very thin now. It's not like they used to be.
No.
See? There. Throw it away.
You don't want that. That's the part. What's?
Okay?
Yeah.
Watch
Okay.
this. Okay, it's kind of a little bit messed up. That's all right.
There you go. Perfectly restored, and it cleans up.
And it comes back.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
the way you explain this,
Sure.
this you just load it up your sleeve.
Load
from
up
the
your
beginning.
sleeve and start. Yeah.
Now the problem with Hershey Kisses, I noticed the aluminum isn't as strong as it used to be 10 years ago.
Right.
They've cut out, maybe the aluminum is made in China also. Nope. There it is. Open it up. See, and this is a perfect one because it didn't break. You see?
That was nice.
You see it flat like that, right?
Yep. And you call attention to that.
Attention to that. Your hands are empty.
Yep.
When your hand drops to the side, you steal this, and then just load it behind like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you fold it, it takes the shape of the candy kiss that's already there.
Mm-hmm.
Go like that. If you can find that little flag, you can lift it up. And then right in front of her eyes, you open up, you break into 2 layers of aluminum, and the candy kiss comes back.
Yep. Perfect. Thank you.
Another effect.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Now, what are some common mistakes that you see other people making when they're sleeving, when they're trying to sleeve?
They're bending the wrist. The wrist doesn't bend. So I would normally take a pencil and put it here and tie it with a piece of tape so that your wrist doesn't bend.
So you're saying that they're trying to come to their sleeve as opposed to bringing their sleeve down?
Yeah. Don't bend the wrist.
So just the
Wrist is
fingers.
flat, and the wrist the fingers just.
Kind of like you're learning to play the piano. Keep
The
your
fingers is
back of
what
your
does
hand
the motion.
straight. Yep. Because that's kind of a dead giveaway if it's kicking the wrist in like that. But this wouldn't be as obvious.
Or you can kick it in this way.
Yeah.
Let's say you had an object palmed in your sleeve, in air, drop it here, sleeve it, and now you can sleeve by coming in.
Oh yeah,
way.
the tossing in. Sure.
Tossing in, stealing your object.
Yeah.
As you come in this way, just toss and come forward.
Yep. Using inertia, and just like you were talking about retrieving it with inertia.
Exactly. And once you sleeve it, come forward with your hand so your sleeve runs out
Yeah.
so you see that there's nothing there. And it's a good transformation for another product, for another object.
Sure. Nice. Okay, let's talk about that. When you were growing up in New Jersey, you were a first-generation American. Your parents,
I'm second-generation Italian.
Well, yeah, second-generation Italian. Right.
My parents were born in Italy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but you were born in America, so you were the first,
Yes,
right?
I was conceived in Venice, Italy.
Yeah, okay.
And born in Patterson, New Jersey.
There you go.
You heard of Patterson?
Yeah, of course.
Good.
Of course.
You should have guts to admit it.
I do, yeah, and I've been there. I spent I spent a week there one night.
Yeah, oh, wow.
So, so your parents spoke Italian.
Yes, fluent.
Your first language was Italian,
correct,
and you spoke Italian at home.
Correct.
And so you found it difficult to relate to everybody as you were growing up. So there were a lot of things that you were trying to do. Like I know that you were in the shoe business because that your dad was.
Yeah, how'd you know that?
I'm not the only one that's got credentials. But you had to give that up. Eventually, because you couldn't have, polish and other problems with your hands, and that you were into baseball and some other sports, but you broke your thumb.
Yeah, I broke my thumb, compound fracture.
Yeah, and you've actually found that, however it was reset, kind of helped a little bit.
See how the thumb faces that way?
Yeah.
So I can do
It's got a little crook to the side.
So my
yeah.
fans that I do are normally bigger than most fans because
your thumb goes further
faces
to
the other way.
that direction. Yeah.
How'd you know that?
I just know things. I'm psychic.
Okay. Right.
So then, so when you started getting into magic, did you find that made it easier for you to relate to people, or did you find that was still a struggle? Like it wasn't necessarily the most natural way to communicate with people. How did you find that worked for you, or did you have to develop a rapport with your audience through magic? What was it? Just immediate, like they took to you, or?
I think if you have charismatic personality, which I'm sure everyone does, people should take on you like this.
Yeah.
Once they like you, you can't do no wrong.
Yeah,
Even
but I
if you
do
make a
know
mistake.
that you tried out a few different characters that didn't quite work for you. That they weren't close to who you were.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a gangster character,
Yeah, I did
right?
an act with guns in the beginning, machine guns and stuff. Right.
And did it play okay or didn't really
I
work?
only had a year experience doing magic, so I didn't understand.
So it didn't.
it.
Yeah. So
I
you were
didn't
just trying
understand
something.
An audience,
Yeah.
right?
And then one that I find that's really interesting, and you actually like used this one, was kind of a horror show.
The Razor
Right?
Blades, the Rocky Horror
Yeah,
Magic
the
Show.
Rocky Horror
They
Magic
were
Show.
real razor blades.
Right. I mean,
swallowed.
both you and I did real
Yeah.
razor blade swallowing. I'm not
You
going
did- you
there
did
again.
too?
Oh,
me
yeah,
neither.
for
I
real.
got scars all over my body.
Yeah, that's
from doing
oh,
that.
it's
I
crazy.
thought it was worth it at the time.
Yeah, no, it's not worth it. So
I'm doing
there
it
are much better fake
But you
methods.
should go
than-
watch it online because I bleed to death on stage.
Can we get it
Yeah,
online?
It's online, YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, we got
Rocky Horror Magic
Rocky
Show.
Horror Magic
Yeah,
Show.
the
All right, I'm
razor
going to look
blades
for
with
it.
the blood ending.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that?
No, I haven't seen it. I want.
Violin case?
No, that was the Rose Act.
Yeah, the Rose Act.
In
Yeah.
1987,
Yeah.
I did the Sigmund Roy thing.
Yeah, and it's award winning. That was the Golden Lion
yeah,
Award
right,
that you got
1987,
way back
right.
then. And when you look back at that stuff, I mean, what do you think of that act? Pretty good for a kid,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no, it's
But not
still good. Yeah, no.
not what you're doing now, right?
No, it's too much setup, too much preparation.
Yeah.
I mean, back then you could smoke all you want on stage. Now
Sure.
you can't smoke as much. Some places you can't even use flash paper anymore.
Right.
And then when the rose was bleeding after a week, my hands were all stained and dyed
Yeah.
red. It was something I had to give up. It was just a process, you know. We're all the learning curve, man. We're all learning.
Right, right.
We're
Yeah, yeah. And eventually you settled into being yourself.
Yeah, I found
which,
myself.
which
right.
I think is a really, really strong point to make for everybody. Is that if you're looking for a character look close to who you are, I think
Yeah,
it's
you
probably a
gotta
good
know who your
suggestion,
character,
right?
Know who you are deep
Yeah,
inside.
yeah.
You don't have to look that far, right? Once you find out who you are, it all clicks.
Yeah, and then let me see. I've got a couple other things that I wrote down here because we talked. This is great. I just want you to tell this story. I knew it was in here. Because I asked if you had any kind of like funny stories, and you wrote down a really great one. Okay, when you had some Jehovah's Witnesses come to your door.
Yeah.
They come to everybody's door all the time. And I've done some funny things with them when they come to my house. What did you do? Tell everybody what you did.
I always welcome anybody that talks about the Bible that comes to my house. You know, they're thinking on the Trinity, but I respect them. And they came into my house and wanted to talk to me about the Bible. And I said, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. And I said, well, I'm a magi. And they said, what is a magi? So I picked up something off the table, and I said, a magi, someone who could take something like this and make it disappear. I didn't even get a chance to reproduce it again. They ran out of my house so fast with their Bibles open. Boom, they were gone. I don't know why they were superstitious.
I don't know.
I was just having fun with them. Said, what is a magi? Because the magi are magicians back in the Bible days.
Yeah.
You know, the three wise men that brought gifts to Jesus.
And
were
you talked
magi.
about that, and then
Yeah, Baron Franklin said they were astrologers at the time, and there were people doing magic back then. You know, the thing with the staff and the snake, all the snakes going around. They were making rocks water come out of rocks, walking on the water, turning fish. So that's what got me interested in magic, was understanding those miracles. But these Jehovah's Witnesses, they flew out of my house so fast. I guarantee you they're never coming back. I didn't mean to scare them. I just wanted to show them a trick and entertain them. But they thought I was doing voodoo or something. Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. We could talk all night, and we're probably going to talk all night because we'll hang out a little bit more than this. But I don't want to take too much more time from everybody else that's tuned in to see you. We've had a good time here. Has everybody had a good time? And seriously, we're gonna need to leave a little extra time for the cleaning crew to come in here.
It's not like I do this every day, so I figured, let me do. And we really didn't cover much of the stuff. There's so much stuff we gotta cover here.
If you want to, you can just do everything else that you brought with you, and we'll leave the cameras running, and the rest of us will all just go have some pizza.
And I'll do it by myself.
You'll be here, it'll be fine if you want to do that.
Can you put on some music? I want to show you
just one more trick
while we close it out.
All right, let's close it out.
Close it out.
All right.
What kind of music you got for me?
Got anything back there? Somebody on the board? Sweet.
This is a good one. You like it?
Yeah.
All right, we're just gonna make up a trick. Let me grab some stuff back here. Oh, I can make coffee beans. I can make donuts.
Wait. If I can make a suggestion.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because it hasn't been nearly messy enough.
No. You got some confetti.
Do you want some of this or one of these?
Yeah, confetti.
Finish up with something like that or something of this kind.
Okay.
If that's cool with you. What was that? Oh man, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Want to throw that in there?
There was another one like that. Okay. Yeah. This is something that I learned from okay, we're gonna do this one too.
All right, sweet.
All right, we're gonna do these 3 tricks that Dan just did. Let me see. Let me just see.
One final piece. So here, I'm going to do the introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, as you listen to the dulcet tones of whichever Yanni imitator this is this Yanni?
No. No. I tell you, this is a song when I was working in Singapore.
Yeah.
I was working at the mall. And every day in the mall, they would play this song.
Okay.
So I went to find out what the music they were playing. The name of the song is called Merlin.
Oh, this is Merlin.
So I kept it.
All right.
One day after the show that I was in Singapore, I do the thing with the water bowls. And this guy came up to me with a son in his arm. And he said, my son is dying. Can you take some of that water and heal my son so he lives? What would you do in that position? That's a heavy one.
It's a heavy one, yeah.
A heavy one. So I did the best I could do. I said, in the name of Jesus Christ, please heal your son and give him lifelong. He was so happy when I was done that I believe that his faith alone healed his son.
Could
I
heal
didn't
his son,
have to
yeah.
do anything.
Yeah.
I just had to have him open up his mind, believing that it is possible to be healed through the power of, the real magician. And I don't know if he's around or not, but I'm assuming, believing the guy is alive.
But you gave him hope and faith.
I gave him hope and faith, and he went out of there happy.
Yep.
He went out of there happy.
Yep. That's what we can do. All right.
That's what we can
Ladies
do.
and gentlemen, Rocco.
My marshmallows, right? And what did you say you wanted me to do? That one? Okay. Give me a piece of white paper.
Is this good?
Yeah. And you wanted to make a little bit more of a mess.
Yes.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Thank
Dan.
you.
Oh, man.
Keep it going for Rocco, everybody. He was fantastic. Thank you so much for supporting Live Magic. We'll see you next time.
Man, thank you. Yeah, did it work?
Yeah, it was great.
Are you sure? Are you sure? All right. Did it work for you?